Hi guys, welcome to Flip the Deck Tarot. In today's pick a card reading, we're going to be looking at what you are currently manifesting in your life. So what are you drawing into your life? What are you bringing into your life currently? We have 4 readings to choose from today. Each reading is going to be using a different tarot deck, so I'm actually showing you the Magician card from each of the decks that we will be using. For reading number 1, we will be using the Magical Tarot. This reading is paired with this butterfly charm. And here's a close-up of the Magician card from the Magical Tarot. Okay, for reading number 2, we are going to be using the Rainbow Moon Tarot. We have a Sun charm that is paired with reading number 2. And here is the Magician card from the Rainbow Moon Tarot deck. For reading number 3, we'll be using the Star Spinner Tarot. We actually have a key charm paired with this reading. And here's a close-up of the Magician from the Star Spinner Tarot. And finally, for reading number 4, we have the Cosmic Coven Tarot and a Crown charm that is paired with reading number 4. And here's that close-up of the Magician from the Cosmic Coven Tarot. All right, as usual, take as much time as you need to pick the reading or readings that are calling to you the most. I think this is a case where if you do feel called to more than one of these readings, definitely check out any readings that you feel a resonance with, because it might be kind of addressing a different manifestation that you have going on in your life. So you really may feel called to more than one of these groups. So I'm going to drop your timestamps down below in the description box. I'm going to jump in with reading number 1, and I will see you in your reading. Hi, number 1, if you were drawn to the Magical Tarot and the Butterfly Charm, this is going to be your reading. We're going to look at what you are currently manifesting. So I have a lot of decks here that I want to pull from, so let's jump right in with your first oracle card. I actually pulled you a card from the Wild Unknown Archetypes deck, I think is what it's called, and we're just going to get kind of a general energy to start us out. What are you currently manifesting, number 1? Okay, wow. You guys have the Threshold. You're actually manifesting big changes in your life. Or one big change in particular for some of you. The Threshold card talks about the thresholds that we cross or the transitions that we make in life, whether we are consciously or unconsciously making these transitions. And I say that because we all walk through different stages of life, whether we're doing it on purpose or not. And I think that the key thing for you currently is that what you're manifesting is you're manifesting more of these transitions, more of crossing these thresholds on purpose, which is really showing me some kind of inner strength and focus and determination that is being manifested right now. It's like you're pushing for change, and for growth and for transformation in your life. I feel like in a lot of ways you're pushing yourself out of familiar territory or out of your comfort zone. So this is a really, this is a powerful and empowering energy that I'm getting already for you, number 1. I think a lot of you are taking control over like your life in some way. You're taking control over a manifestation. You're actually pushing your own boundaries. Yeah, I'm feeling through this energy. It's like, I feel like a lot of you have started to become aware of your ability to manifest and become aware of the idea that you're manifesting all the time, even when you don't know you're doing it, or even when you're doing it unconsciously, which is key because if we want to be intentional about what we manifest, then we have to realize that we are very powerful manifestors and that we're doing this all the time. So yeah, a huge part of what you're manifesting right now has to do with the ways that you're pushing yourself to grow, the vision that you have for yourself to become the best version of you, or to enjoy your ideal version of a particular area of your life. So you might want your relationships to look a certain way, or you might want your finances to look a certain way, or maybe you want your inner world to feel a certain way. That was hitting us so true for some of you, that this is about a feeling. It can be all of the above, but the point is, on some level, you're taking responsibility for manifesting that ideal situation or that ideal feeling into your life. And it's like, if a lot of you are experiencing a lot of change right now, or a lot of transitions, you feel this growth, it's like you're manifesting new experiences that are pushing you to grow in these ways. I could even describe this this feeling as you manifesting new desires or new goals or new ideas within yourself that are kind of pushing for and creating this growth. So this threshold card is, to me, it's very, very similar to the death card in the tarot, which talks about transformation and transitions. I think what's coming to mind with this is kind of this saying that we're going to either change by design or by disaster, meaning that sometimes life circumstances kind of come in and they force us out of our comfort zone. A disaster strikes and we're suddenly forced into like an uncomfortable situation and forced to change, and it feels very much out of our control. But it's like the changes that you're manifesting feel very much like something you're choosing. It's like growth that you are choosing and that you've designed for yourself. So yeah, there's this element of choice here. There's maybe even an element of choosing to be a little bit uncomfortable, choosing to be outside of our comfort zone sometimes, because we know that that's the only real way for us to grow. It's the only way growth is possible. In your case, it just feels like your soul is pushing for expansion, and you continue to manifest kind of like new ways to level yourself up. Even some of these things that are coming into your life that you view as challenges or that can be frustrating at times, this is coming through as like you've actually manifested these challenges to prove to yourself that you can totally do this, that you can overcome, that you can grow in these ways. So yeah, there's so much determination here. There's so much strength here. I love to see this because I think that a lot of you are probably very aware of what you're manifesting. You might be looking for confirmation, because I'm feeling like this push is coming from inside. It's like you're probably pretty clear about what you're manifesting. We'll see if we uncover anything that that maybe you weren't aware of, or any unconscious manifestations, but I feel like you guys are very aware of what you're doing. I feel also like, because we have this threshold card and this talks about us literally stepping into new land, stepping into new territory, stepping into something that's foreign to you for some of you. So some of you are manifesting travel. Even if this is not necessarily travel that's super far away from the things that you're used to, I feel like you're manifesting this transition, and it might be very literal for some of you. For others of you, this energy isn't so much feeling like traveling or like a temporary trip, but this is about an actual permanent relocation. So this might be all the way from like you're relocating to a new place. So this could be like a new apartment, a new house, new city, new state, new country. Like I was kind of feeling, this is overseas travel for some of you. And this might even be relocating to a location overseas, so somewhere that is very far for you. But for some of you, this threshold, it's not so much to do with distance. It's literally stepping over the threshold of your new place, you know, stepping in, stepping through that doorway. And this is both literal and physical for a lot of you. This is a transition that you're making inside, but it's also manifesting in this very physical way where you physically move to a new place. So that's exciting. That's exciting. I feel this little bit of fear because here's the thing. The act of stepping through this threshold really at its core means that you're never going to be exactly the same as you were before. And it's kind of like shedding an old skin. It's like leaving parts of yourself behind and stepping into this new reality. So that can be a little bit scarier. This could be something you felt a little fearful of of before. But this is actually feeling to me like a lot of you are in the process of conquering this fear and being excited to take these next steps. Yeah, in general, I'm kind of picking up on, for a lot of you, your manifestations or your most important manifestations right now are those that are happening very deep inside of you. And the changes that you're manifesting are on the inside of you. In the most meaningful or impactful way. These are about how you are changing as a person, how you are developing as a soul. And to come along with that, I feel like a lot of you, there are some physical representations of this too, like maybe moving into a place that's more reflective of your personality or your preferences, maybe moving to an entirely different place that's more reflective of your personality or preferences. So someplace that has like more to offer you. Maybe there's more of like an art scene or more of a music scene, or just more of people doing what you feel called to. More of a place where you feel like you could really connect with people for a lot of you. So I want to take a look at this spirit animal deck and just open this energy up a little bit more and see what else we can get about either specifically related to this transition, or this might be bringing up new areas that you're manifesting in your life. So let's see, we have the frog spirit. This card actually says clear out clutter, which is super interesting. Given what we've been talking about, I want to pull another card. I want to see what else we have going on here. We're going to come back to that clutter, that clutter message. Ooh, there's your card. And we also have antelope spirit, and this card says life is speeding up. Okay. You know, what's so funny is I can't really shake this feeling that you guys, you number ones, you've been kind of like sensing and anticipating this shift that's happening inside of you for a while. Maybe even a shift in your ability to get really clear about what you want. Almost like you've been, I just have this feeling like you've been circling around this destination for a while, or you've been refining your vision bit by bit as you get more clarity. So it's like you change one thing, you're shifting, you're changing, you're growing inside, and then new desires start to emerge, or you start to figure out another part of yourself, another layer of yourself. I feel like some of you might have, this is interesting because I'm like getting the message that some of you might have taken a personality quiz, or tried to get really clear about where you fall in some kind of spectrum. This could even have to do with your astrological chart. Like maybe you received an astrological reading or something like that. But like you've been trying to understand yourself on deeper levels. And that's what's really triggering all of these changes. So yeah, I feel like this is something that's like been in the works for a little while. But now we're looking at some of these things really taking more of a physical form. It's like you've been feeling yourself approaching this threshold, or you felt yourself step through this threshold if you've already kind of made this transition. For many of you, this really is about a move. Like we were picking up on that with the threshold energy. And then when this frog spirit came out, I'm like, yep, definitely some of you are moving, or you're thinking of moving, you are planning to move. This energy of decluttering that comes through with this frog spirit, you might be scaling back, or maybe there's a need for you to kind of decide what you should keep or what you should get rid of in order to make this move. This, again, it can be literal or physical, because sometimes we do have to kind of go through like an emotional decluttering, or a spiritual decluttering. Sometimes we have to do that for our own mental health. So for some of you, you might literally be getting rid of things because it's like, I can't take all of this to my new place, or I'm moving so far away that I won't be able to take all of this. So you're deciding what's important, but kind of applying that same concept to other areas of your life. You might be at a time in your life when you're deciding, well, what part of me do I want to keep and what part of me do I want to leave behind? And that can extend to people in your life. Like, are these people I want to stay in my life? Are these people who are going to be able to move to that next phase of life with me, or are these people I need to leave behind? That's all threshold energy. Because like I was saying, what you leave on the other side of that threshold, you're not going to pick that back up again. So when you shed that old skin, you don't go back and try to put it back on. You've outgrown it. And you might be realizing now that there are some things in your life that you've outgrown. So you're manifesting a lot of clarity when it comes to decluttering, physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, however that hits for you. You're manifesting a lot of clarity around that. There really is, there really is this feeling of speeding up, of quickening that's coming through for you guys. And I was getting that with the threshold energy, because it almost feels like as you approach this threshold, or as you step through this threshold, things start to move a lot faster. That's confirmed by the antelope spirit. So it's really funny. It really is opening up this threshold energy and kind of letting me see that some of that stuff I was feeling, it really is true for you guys. I feel like whatever your main manifestation is, or whatever came to mind when you initially wanted to think about like what you might be manifesting in your life, that area is going to take a major leap forward. We have the frog spirit and we have the antelope spirit. So like the antelope is quick, real fast, and in a hurry. So it's like this energy is speeding up. And what I get from the frog spirit, as well as like the way that a frog hops, if you think about something that needs to happen like in this certain series of events, it needs to have this certain progression. A frog might just kind of jump over some of that stuff. It would go from this position to this position without taking a step in between. And that's giving me that same energy that for some of you, things might seem to pick up in a way where it's like you were able to skip steps. You were able to be advanced in some way that just seems like, whoa, like I went from step 1 to step 10 real quick. And there might be a little bit of an adjustment period with that. It feels very exciting, but when things happen so fast, when things change so much, it can take us a little minute to adjust. I also think that for some of you, your whatever we're calling your main manifestation, I'm not sure why that's coming through, but a lot of you may have something that you want the most, and you have some other things that you are working on manifesting that are kind of secondary to that. But I feel like it might even be coming through like that, because this is showing that there might be one of your manifestations that feels like the key to another area of your life. So there might be some kind of inner growth that's tied to or connected to other areas of your life, and you're manifesting this growth, but you're going to see these leaps forward in other areas because you have grown in this way. I hope that's making sense. I'm just saying that might be where that frog energy is coming from, or where that speed energy, because once we have like mastered one thing, it's so easy for us to apply it to other areas of our life, apply the knowledge to something else. And it's like you're able to skip steps because you're applying this knowledge or this experience that you're manifesting right now. Yeah, I feel like for a lot of you, you're developing more confidence. And this is kind of just an example to show you what I mean, but what's coming through is confidence and self-love for a lot of you. So it could be that you are developing these things, and whatever this deeper change that's being manifested inside of you, it's like the benefits of that change are really affecting and will continue to affect the manifestations going on in other areas of your life. Yeah. I feel like there's a new sense of confidence for some of you around relationships, but this is really coming from a very inner place. I'm also seeing a significance here around the number 2. So for some of you, that might be important. You have number 28 and you have number 2. for some of you, this might be an indication of your manifestation or a sign that has appeared to you. This is also giving me the feeling of relationships, like that this might really have to do with relationships with this number 2. So this can be romantic relationships. This can be partnerships of any kind, friendships even. Yeah, I'm looking at this too, like this 28 reduces to a 10. So again, 10s are about like closing out old cycles, stepping through that threshold and starting that new beginning. So that's repeated energy there. And I see for a lot of you, I'm seeing several indications that your manifestation may be coming more quickly than you expected. Or that things are starting to change really rapidly in the direction of your manifestation. And it's really, all of this change, I think, is coming back to some crucial action that you've taken or some particular change that you manifested within yourself. So it really is, it's like the domino. It's, this main manifestation is like that one domino that knocks over all of the rest. And you're manifesting a big leap forward in doing that. I do feel like there is this energy of like, what do I keep? What do I leave behind? Like we were talking about before, because I'm sensing such big changes. Such big changes here. Okay. There's a couple more oracle decks I want to use here. See what's going on here for you. Oh, wow. You couldn't get a better card. Miracles. You couldn't get a better card. You're manifesting miracles. There was definitely an excitement that I was feeling from this group. I can't think of a better card. Security. I love this energy. I love this energy. I especially love security paired with the antelope, because the antelope always gives me a little bit of like an anxious energy. I think it's because, you know, this is a prey animal and they are as fast as they are so that they can outrun the predators that are after them. And that is a scary energy to be in. It's like the energy of high alert with the antelope a lot of the time. So yes, in this case, it's representing pure speed. I love security over that though, because it's like you might be manifesting kind of like the release of some sort of anxiety or something that you felt anxious about or you felt worried about before. This is showing like something changing in that situation that's making you feel more secure, something that allows you to relax a little bit. I love that. This might sound a little bit strange, but I feel like for many of you, you're manifesting more security in your life by actually leaving your sense of security behind, which is like, I might need to explain myself there. It's like our sense of security is kind of another way to say our comfort zone. So the familiarity of our comfort zone feels secure to us. And you're manifesting miracles in your life. So you're manifesting big changes in your life that are, they're being made possible as a result of personal transformation. So some of you are manifesting more security or certainty in a relationship. And to me, that means a more committed relationship. A relationship that makes you feel more secure, one that's really real and tangible and connected. Yeah. I'm looking at this card more and it's like, it's a cave here. So the security card, it's really talking about our, it can be talking about our home, about places and things and surroundings that make us feel secure. So this can be related to the place we call home, like we were talking about. For some of you, this is about a move. But I do feel like, I kind of feel like if you are leaving something behind that was in your comfort zone, that was comfortable to you, this could be like leaving your hometown behind, or leaving a place you have lived for a long time behind, leaving a group of friends behind. these are all situations where you kind of felt called to move in a different direction. So although it was familiar and you did derive a certain amount of security from that, it might not be where you actually feel the best, like where you actually feel yourself, where you actually feel the most secure. So getting out of that comfort zone and stepping into these changes, I think is really bringing you to a place where you feel more secure in yourself, maybe even in your surroundings for some of you, if this is about a physical move. But it's like, yeah, leaving the security creates more security, and it's just coming through so weird. So I'm really hoping that that makes sense for you, or that you can see an area of your life where that applies. This is talking about financial security for some of you. So some of you are manifesting new income streams or manifesting an increase to existing revenue streams. New home. That just keeps coming up. Yeah, this manifestation is going to give you a sense of comfort and security, and that is what's most important here, no matter what area of life this is applying to. Yeah, this is like long-term vision here. That vision that you have is the reason that your manifestation is really important. It is your reason why. Your guides are kind of telling you that there are miracles right around the corner when you're just brave enough to leave the security of what you've known. Yeah. It's like you're going to end up finding more security in the long run is how this is coming through. But being brave enough to just step into that new version of you, however that's looking in your life, being brave enough to do that, it's creating so much change. It's creating lasting change, and it is manifesting your dreams. I think I want to, let's pull a couple of tarot cards just for this overall energy, see if there's anything else we can pull out of it. And then I want to get some angel numbers for you guys. I feel like for some of you, you're manifesting like your own business, or you're manifesting business growth. And so you might be feeling called to push your boundaries or to expand. Oh, we have the Eight of Wands. That's the antelope energy all over again. The Eight of Wands is about speed. This is about things that are coming in really fast. This is also an 8, which is, that is my clue for manifestation. That's a number of manifestation. You had 28 as well. So that's kind of the second time that 8 has revealed itself, really highlighting these manifestations and these changes that you're making in your life as important. But yeah, we're looking at more speed there. I think for a lot of you, this is coming in way faster than you realize. Yeah, so business growth and expansion is kind of being highlighted for some of you. And it might feel uncomfortable is how this is coming through. It might feel like stepping through this threshold is uncomfortable, or making this change, deciding to change or shift your business or how you make money in this way could be very daunting to you. But this is coming through as something that will provide long-term security. So you actually are going to feel more secure by taking this leap of faith, by getting out of your comfort zone. It's going to make you feel uncomfortable at first and then more secure. Oh, you had 2 cards flip out. So you had the Page of Cups. And what is this one? The Emperor. Interesting. That is interesting energy. That's an interesting combination. We have the Four of Wands at the bottom of the deck. I just wanted to peek at that because I was getting a message with the Eight of Wands, because the Eight of Wands, not only does it talk about speed, but it can also talk about communication or communication opening up. So for some of you, you might be manifesting communication from someone. Yeah. Especially you had all this energy of 2. So this might be talking about a romantic connection. Yes. Yeah. For some of you, that's exactly what it is. You have the Page of Cups as well. And this is another indication that a lot of you are manifesting love. And for some of you, this could be a brand new love with the page. The page is kind of a fresh energy, the energy of beginning something. And for others of you, this is about a fresh start on an existing connection, especially in connection with this Emperor card. Some of you also might be working on a manifestation that has to do with your father or a father figure in your life. So this could be communication from a father figure in your life, or a reconciliation with a father figure in your life for some of you. And it doesn't have to be that. It doesn't have to be that this is someone that you're not in communication with, but this might be someone who you're manifesting some sort of growth in your connection. And you also might be wishing or hoping for something for this person. I'm looking at this this page and Emperor energy because it's so interesting. It's very opposite energy. This is very opposite energy here because the page is so such a kind of an immature energy, and the Emperor is a very mature and established energy. Especially looking at the Page of Cups, very romantic, very innocent, very sweet. So this really might be talking about you manifesting a new approach to an established situation in your life. This might be you kind of coming up with new and imaginative ways to tackle something that has been established or that has gone on the same way for a long time in your life. This can be about manifesting a change in the work that you do, or leaving something behind that is established in pursuit of something more creative. I feel like a lot of you are manifesting a reality where you follow your heart instead of following the rules. So it's really like this immature energy, this page energy, which I don't say that in a bad way. This is a very imaginative energy. The page, especially the Page of Cups, is such a dreamer. We need that energy. We need someone to look at things through fresh eyes. So it's like this immature energy is what's prevailing here. And this can be about creativity, letting that creativity free, letting it loose, letting it fly, you know, and maybe not adhering to all of the rules all the time. The Page of Cups is also, with the Emperor, kind of giving me like marriage vibes. So you might be manifesting an engagement or like a significant, a really significant romantic relationship. This is definitely a very specific message for someone, maybe like one person, but I'm hearing that somebody's manifesting a love marriage or romantic connection that's really based on love and romantic feelings and not based on convenience, and maybe not even based on the rules. So this might go against some sort of rules or some sort of convention for some of you. I feel like this is directly related to an arranged marriage or a situation like that. I don't think that's going to resonate for everyone. I just really had to say that. So let's pull some angel numbers. Wow. Wow, okay. There goes that shuffling again. I just want to pull a couple of angel numbers for you and see what is going on. These might even show you, I'm going to add your Magician card back to the deck. I actually just knocked a card out of the deck and I think you were meant to see it. So let's see what card that is. You got card 3. We were talking about 2, and so 3 might be another significant number to you. This card says, I am charismatic. So this is talking about expression and saying expression comes naturally to you. You are very skilled at communicating your thoughts through conversation and creative pursuits. Page of Cups energy. You are able to get others on board with your ideas. So this is like maybe manifesting success in getting people on board with the vision that you see. I could see this relating to business expansion. And we have number 28 again. So 28, that might be significant. I am a leader. We had the Emperor, definitely leader energy. In an effort to accomplish great things, you recognize the value of working with others. You make a capable and compassionate leader who can bring people together and drive a team toward achievement. Beautiful energy. Like I was saying from the beginning, you guys, with this threshold, you're pushing for the changes in your life, and that is exactly what we're seeing here with the angel numbers. You're taking the lead. You are making this stuff happen for yourself. So one of the major things that you're manifesting is actually just the manifesting ability itself. Like you're really falling into your ability to create change in your life, and you're challenging yourself. Let's get into your tarot and see what other messages we have for number one. What do we have for number one? What is number one manifesting? Okay, we have the Three of Swords flip out in reverse, Two of Pentacles. I see healing here for a lot of you. And that makes a lot of sense to me with the threshold energy, because this is about stepping into a new energy. So this can be about leaving old hurts behind, healing from something, moving past disappointment, moving past previous failures or areas where you felt like you may have failed. King of Cups. I'm loving the way the King of Cups and the Emperor, in these two decks, they look very, very similar. So I'm actually getting like a very empowered vibe from this King of Cups, because it's almost pulling a little bit of Emperor energy. Look how similar they are. They're sitting on their thrones. They're looking forward, pretty determined. So for some of you, this is determination around relationships, around emotions with this King of Cups. I think a lot of you, this has to do with creativity and something that you are determined to bring about, some creative pursuit that you are determined to bring about. Oh, the Page of Cups again. You guys are funny. When we start getting repeated messages, that means I think we've got it. Let's look at the bottom of the deck. We have the Two of Wands, so lots of planning. Again, kind of that energy of like planning for your own success, planning for your own manifestations. I feel like when this does start to speed up for you guys, if it hasn't already, it might feel really fast, but at the same time, you're ready for it. You've been preparing for it. You've been feeling like it's happening, and it could even be that work that you've put in the past is starting to pay off in a way that, like we were talking about with the frog, you do skip over some steps. You are able to speed things up. You have previous knowledge that lets you bring these manifestations in even faster. With the Two of Pentacles here, I'm seeing that this really might have something to do with your work. This can have to do with juggling your time. A lot of the changes that you're making could have to do with how you're managing your time, how you're juggling your time. Also, for some of you, because this idea of moving has come up repeatedly, this might have something to do with balancing out, almost being in two places at once is how this is coming through. So this could be like an idea or a real pull to an area, and you've been trying to figure out how to juggle all of that, how to balance all of that. I also feel like this is about juggling internal change and juggling how that's showing up on the outside versus what's going on in the inside. The Two of Pentacles never reads this way for me, so it's interesting that it's coming through like this, but this is almost like depicting manifestation in a way. It's like almost like you guys are figuring out what goes on inside of you that creates certain physical changes on the outside. And some of you might have been in a period of like testing that out, kind of seeing what would happen if I use maybe these certain manifestation techniques, or if I think this certain way, or if I take these certain actions, what will I see on the outside? So very interesting energy there. I am getting such a creative vibe from you guys though. So I think that a lot of your manifestation might be about pushing yourself forward creatively. What decks do I want to use? I do want to close out with like some advice for you. So I think I'm going to use this fairy deck. I don't remember exactly what it's called. What is this deck called? This is the Oracle of the Fairies. And just see what kind of advice Spirit has for you in terms of how you might be able to bring this manifestation into your life a little bit faster, or what might be blocking it. So we have purity. This card says, always trust in the purity of your heart. Look inside your heart, and within it, you will find the answer to your question. Love that with the Two of Pentacles, because this could have been something that you were debating about, deliberating about. There could have been a little inner struggle before you decided to make your way to that threshold and create these changes in your life. But this card is saying to follow your heart, to know exactly what direction you should go in. And that is what we were talking about with the Page of Cups. And the Page of Cups even showed up twice here. So yes, definitely following your heart is going to bring you closer to these manifestations. It's going to kind of be your roadmap in a way, following those desires of your heart. We have Magical Gateway. Oh, I love that. I love that, because Magical Gateway, this is like stepping through a threshold again. You see, she's about to walk through that door and she has the key. So this is talking about moving to that next phase again. It takes courage and trust to venture into the unknown. You guys. Yeah, this is where the greatest rewards are. It's time to step boldly forward without looking back. You guys you're manifesting huge change, growth, and evolution in your life. And yeah, this is the energy of like, just go for it. There's no reason to look back. We were talking about shedding that old skin, and it's like exactly the same energy. Exactly that threshold energy. I'm going to just, from my little homemade deck, just see what kind of messages or advice want to come out for you. Oh, wow. You had, it's a full yes. So for some of you, you might have been even questioning if your manifestation is possible, or if the changes that you're making are affecting this in any kind of way. It's a full yes. I think you know exactly where you're headed, and hard work. So this is highlighting the hard work that you have already done. The fact that this might take some work, but it's totally worth it, you guys. It's totally worth it, because this is showing, I don't want to be like overly too much about this, but it's like the changes that you're creating right now, yeah, these are going to create lasting changes in your life. So you're seeing, like with the security card, this is creating security, creating abundance, creating a situation that you can grow and thrive in from here on out. So yeah, this is exciting. This is exciting. It's totally worth it. I think I'm going to leave it there for you. Number one, thank you so much for hanging out with me, letting me read your cards. If you liked this video, if you resonated with any of the messages in this reading, don't forget to hit the like button, leave me a comment down below, and hit subscribe if you feel like it. And hopefully I will see you again in another reading really soon. Bye. Hi, number two, if you were drawn to the Rainbow Moon Tarot deck and the Sun Charm, this is going to be your reading. We're going to find out what you are currently manifesting. So I have a lot of decks I want to use in this reading, so I'm going to jump right in with your first Oracle card. I pulled you a card from the Wild Unknown Archetype deck, and let's see what this is to get us started off with some general energy of your manifestation. So you guys have the One. Wow. Wow. Okay, so I ask what you're manifesting, number two, and you get the One. For a lot of you, this has to do with romance. We are getting the message right from the beginning. Some of you are manifesting your soulmate. You might be manifesting a significant life partner. You might be manifesting the love of your life. For some of you, I gotta say it, I'm getting twin flame energy, so you might be manifesting your twin flame. This is card 30, so that kind of reduces to the energy of 3. And for me, 3s often represent that time when plans turn into action, when things start to solidify and they start to become real. So whatever you're manifesting, I feel like it's becoming more real and becoming more tangible in a way. If this energy is referring to a romantic connection for you, which for a lot of you I'm really feeling like it is, this is kind of telling me that the connection that you're manifesting is not only one that you want to bring into physical existence. So it's not just one that some of you might be like manifesting oh, the way that came through. So you might be manifesting like being in physical proximity with this person, being closer to this person, living closer to this person, something like that. But it goes beyond the physicality of this relationship and wanting this relationship to come into physical form. And it's also kind of telling me that this is a connection that you want it to feel really real and really deep. You want it to feel like something you have never felt before, like something that's very unique to this connection. Some of you, this is coming through for some of you. Some of you have actually only ever experienced this person. This person's like coming out. For some of you, I feel like this person's energy is like all over your reading, and this is your main manifestation, because I can't even speak straight. Some of you have only ever experienced this feeling with this one person, or this person that you are identifying or calling the one. So it might be that you are manifesting like a rekindling of that relationship, or the opportunity to develop that relationship further. And some of you, you're manifesting communication. Yeah, it's coming through communication and reconnection with this energy. Interesting. I feel like for some of you, this really is this is a brand new person that you're bringing into your life, but it doesn't matter if this is a relationship that you have like been in or experienced before, or if this is something brand new. The feeling is the same, that you want this to be a really deep and meaningful connection. You want this to be like a spiritual connection in a way. You want to know that this person is is your one, is your... I feel like this is about devotion too, like you're... Because I feel like you want to feel like you're this person's one and only. And that's about a level of commitment or devotion that you might be manifesting. Wow. Okay. For some of you, there's a different message coming through. This might be for a few of you, but I'm hearing that you're kind of in the process of manifesting the information that you need in order to make a decision about something you've been struggling with. If that's the case, this card is confirmation that that information is coming, because I'm kind of seeing you highlighting one of those options as the clear answer or the clear winner. So it's like, this is something you will gain clarity about. You're manifesting that clarity. The decision... This is how it's coming through for you guys. The decision will seem simple when it's time to make it. So even if it seems like a clouded mess right now, when it comes time for you to like actually make that decision, it's going to seem very simple, very effortless to you, very easy, very obvious. I just have to say it like that, very obvious. So don't worry about that. The answer is coming. And then, yeah, now the messages are starting to flood in. We had to get past that romance that I think is there for a lot of you. But there's also something like, if you're looking to hire an employee or hire an assistant, I just heard virtual assistant. It's like you're manifesting the perfect fit for that job, or the perfect fit for that service that you need. So this could be hiring somebody in any capacity, or you're looking for help with something. You're manifesting the exact right fit, the person that has the exact knowledge, has the exact skill set to help you with whatever this issue is. The energy of the one is also about the energy of oneness. And kind of the idea that we are all essentially parts or pieces of the greater whole, which is a very spiritual concept. So I feel like many of you are delving deeper into your spirituality and into really whatever you feel the most connected to, into that source power and deepening of your relationship to the more spiritual side of yourself. It's like you're manifesting changes and evolution in your spiritual world. And I'm feeling like for some of you, Yeah, your guides are bringing it full circle because this spiritual idea, I feel like for some of you, this spiritual boost, so this is either you initially finding this more spiritual side of yourself, or your increased interest and your increased knowledge when it comes to your spirituality kind of loops back and ties back to the one. So this can be a person. This doesn't have to be a person. This can be an idea for some of you. It can be an idea that changed or triggered something for you, and it like kind of spurred this spiritual growth in you. But for some of you, this is the fact that you met your soulmate, you met your twin flame or something like that, and it all kind of ties back to this one person or this one connection, this spiritual growth that you are experiencing and that you are manifesting. So that's interesting how your guides laid that out. I think that's why we're dealing with that romantic connection, because for some of you, your spiritual growth is actually tied to that romantic connection. Very, very interesting. I feel like you're manifesting. I just feel like this energy of you manifesting a deeper spiritual connection for some of you actually means that you're deepening your psychic abilities. You might be manifesting growth or development of some kind of spiritual or psychic gift as you become more connected. So yeah, for those of you that where that applies, that's very interesting. And it feels like a lot of areas might be tied together, but they're all kind of contributing to this manifestation that actually has you at the center. So at the end of all of that, I'm having the feeling, I'm losing my voice already. I'm sorry, you guys. At the end of all of that, I'm kind of having the feeling that the one is you on a lot of levels. You're really manifesting growth and evolution within yourself, and these are kind of the areas that are tied to that, or that may have triggered some of that expansion. Such interesting energy. I want to grab an oracle deck and expand upon that a little bit. So I'm using this Animal Spirit Oracle, I think is what it's called. I'm going to have all of the decks linked below because I butcher the names. Or maybe not linked, but I will have the names of all of the decks. So let's see what we have going on here for number 2. What is number 2? Manifesting. Whoa. What are you manifesting, number 2? So we have the Bee Spirit. This card says sweet results await, and I love that. I love that. Let's get you another oracle card, and then we will talk about it. We have Crow Spirit. For some reason, as soon as I saw this crow, I started feeling like the crow might be a sign for you. I suppose we could say the same about the bee. I didn't get that vibe. So maybe the crow or the raven or something like that is some kind of sign or symbol for you. We're going to be looking for more of those when we pull some angel numbers. But yeah, that came through like that. I really love this Bee Spirit card. I love that it says sweet results await, especially if this manifestation is about your love life, because that's kind of showing me that you're having the relationship that you imagined. You're having the exact results that you imagined for yourself, that you saw for yourself. And it also is kind of showing me there being a lot of sweetness or a lot of romance in this connection, a lot of harmony, because the Bee Spirit card talks about teamwork. So this is about like this relationship being very harmonious, the two of you working together very, very well. And I love that energy. 7s might be significant for you. You have card 7 and card 17. I feel like something kind of similar happened in reading 1, which is very interesting. But yeah, 7s are showing up, and then 17 can reduce to an 8, which is another indication of manifestation in general. So definite confirmation there. For some of you, this manifestation, or one of the things that your manifestation that you are manifesting, really centers around your work. And this can be even about building a team. And so this idea of working in harmony can be about your work, and not so much about a romantic connection if that's not what you are manifesting. This is about also having a lot of clarity about who is assigned which tasks. So if this is about a work environment, even in a romantic relationship, this is about having more clarity about exactly what tasks you're supposed to do. And maybe this is even talking about your schedule or becoming more organized in some way. I do think of the bee spirit as a very organized energy. So you might be manifesting some sort of organization, some sort of structure, schedule that's making you feel more like you have your ish together. It's how it's making me feel. That's the way that's coming across. It's like getting things in order. I feel like even if you work completely alone, for some reason this is coming through, that it's like you're finding more harmony in the work that you do. You are finding a routine that works for you. You're finding a routine where you can be very productive. So yeah, some of you are, you're manifesting order and organization. And this is a really good indication that like these results are coming. Sweet results await. I love that. It's like your hard work isn't going to go unnoticed. You are manifesting actual changes in your life. You're not just working for the sake of working. You are working toward a beautiful result. Yeah, what's so interesting now as I look at this, looking at the bee spirit connected to the energy of the one, I think this is an interesting connection, especially in terms of the spirituality component that we were talking about before. These are kind of similar energies. So the bee spirit talks about releasing the ego and remembering that you're a part of the greater whole, part of that greater unified consciousness. So in some ways, this is talking about releasing the idea of self or of singularity. And I feel like, again, it just keeps showing up that this might be referring to a romantic connection for some of you. So it's kind of giving me that feeling of like releasing the idea of being single because you are joining this person in union. So very interesting. I feel like both of these energies are talking about a similar like a similar energy, a similar vibe. Yeah, letting go of the single life, kind of even forgetting what it's like to be alone, to be like on your own or to be by yourself. Forgetting the feeling of being on your own is how that's coming across. Yeah, I feel like many of you are manifesting a connection or connections in your life that are really deep and meaningful. Yeah, but it's giving me the feeling that like you will successfully achieve this manifestation by kind of feeling that support, feeling that partnership and that connection before you realize it in the 3D, experiencing it, even if it's just in your imagination. Very interesting how this is coming through. I'm feeling like for a lot of you, vividly imagining or feeling that person in your life, if this is about a person, imagining what that support or that partnership really feels like. That's the energy that's really helping to speed up your manifestation. We are getting advice about your manifestation later on in the reading, but for some reason, some advice is coming out for you right now. And your guides are really pointing to how you can bring this manifestation in more easily. So this is about using your imagination. It's about even using a very vivid form of your imagination, or maybe kind of receiving messages in your dreams, because that for a lot of us is the most vivid way that we imagine, is through our dream world. So there might be a connection to your dream world and your manifestation here. This energy can also talk about friendships as well. It can talk about our soul family. It can talk about business partnerships, even guidance or advice that you're going to receive from other individuals. So all of that energy is what you're manifesting right now. You're manifesting the energy of connection. Some of you are connecting with your audience, or you're connecting with your customer base in a way. And I feel like this kind of extends to like connecting with your tribe. I just heard magnet. So some of you are drawing this person or these people to you like a magnet. And it's like your manifestation is to become almost magnetic to the people that are meant to be in your life. Yeah. It might be that you've already started to see evidence of the right people showing up at the right time. And this can even, like for me, this can even talk about receiving the exact advice that you need at the exact moment that you need it. So it's like you're manifesting these sorts of things. You're manifesting like some ease in some areas of your life. You're manifesting exactly what you would want to come to you naturally. This is how this is coming to me, that a lot's being drawn to you. Yeah, I feel, yeah, a lot's being drawn to you. It's like, yeah, now we're talking, as we're talking about connectedness, I kind of can't ignore this crow spirit, because it's all about co-creating. This card says co-create with spirit. So potentially the most important connection that you're manifesting is this connection with spirit. Because it's kind of showing me your ability to co-create is supercharging your manifestations right now. This energy talks about our thoughts becoming things, and that this is like the most powerful and automatic way for us to manifest anything, through our thoughts. So Spirit's really coming through to remind you that the clearest directive that you can give to the universe about what you want to experience in life is coming through your thoughts, and it's coming through those thoughts that you habitually think. And this is kind of your greatest asset and your greatest weakness, and it just depends on what those thoughts are. So your guides are highlighting that this is your way to manifest. This is how you can either supercharge your manifestation to make it come faster, but we can also hold ourselves back with limiting beliefs as well. So that is being highlighted. We also have 2 air sign animals here that showed up for you. So this is again taking me back to the idea of thoughts, mental clarity, being pointed in the exact direction that you need to go, and kind of knowing that through your thoughts, being very deliberate about what you're thinking, because you're co-creating with spirit as you're doing that. Yeah, I think for a lot of you, this partnership energy is about you kind of manifesting this greater understanding of how to partner with spirit, how to partner with that source energy, that energy of the greater whole in the universe, and kind of bring these experiences that you want into the 3D. I really hope that that was making sense for you guys. I really do. Let's pull a couple more oracles and see what is going on for you. What are you manifesting? Number 2. Wow, okay. What are you manifesting? Number 2. So we have standstill. I want to open that up for sure. Interesting. Let's pull one more card. What is number 2 manifesting, please? And freedom. So you had 2 more bird cards come out. Every single card here is showing like an air sign animal, like a winged animal. So very interesting here. A lot of air energy, which is giving me the feeling of clarity, and it's a very intellectual energy. So for some of you, you're manifesting knowledge or information, even success or ease in your studies. It could be for some of you. Air energy also talks a lot about communication, sharing ideas, with this opposing energy of the standstill and freedom. Some of you are manifesting communication from someone, especially if it's like communication just dried up, or if you haven't been in contact with this person for a while. I'm sensing this desire to say some of the things that were left unsaid, or to get clarity about where this connection stands. I'm seeing movement there. You're definitely manifesting movement in some stagnant situation in your life, whatever that might be. Some of you are manifesting more freedom in your life. You're manifesting financial independence. For others, this idea of freedom, it's not, I'm feeling like it's not purely about finances, but there might be a financial component there that's connected to freedom. This kind of feels like freedom in the way that you express yourself. This could be connected to your work, but it doesn't really have to be. This can be about finding the freedom to express who you truly are, because it does feel like You've discovered that as long as you hold back certain parts of yourself, you're not truly free. And it also puts your growth and your development at kind of a standstill when you're holding back in that way. So it's like you're manifesting, like spreading your wings and taking off here, self-expression and finding kind of where you fit into that greater whole, finding or utilizing your unique gifts are becoming kind of a big deal for you. It's a key manifestation for you. For some of you, this freedom is about leaving a dead-end situation in your life. This could be a job. I feel like a lot of you are manifesting an employment situation that kind of allows you to set your own schedule, or it gives you more time and flexibility to pursue your dreams, something like that. It's like there's something in your life that's felt like it's on hold. It's felt like it's stuck, or like it's been forgotten, and it's like you're manifesting movement in that area. For some of you, this is about that one thing. I'm hoping that this makes sense, because your guys are saying it's about that one thing, and it's like you'll know what it is. It's like that one thing. It can be a hobby, it can be a passion, something that you kind of always circle back to, something that like lives in your heart even when there's no progress being made, even when you're at a complete standstill on it. You can't fully forget about it. It just feels like something you can't let go of. You're manifesting kind of ways to express or to experience that one thing. I just want to say it like that because it's like, you know what it is. It could be like some sort of art, design for some of you. You're singing, or something you always wanted to learn. It's something like that, and you'll know what it is. And it's like you're manifesting ways to express that, to experience that. Or you might be manifesting time. This one card is even starting to look like a clock to me. You might be manifesting time to pursue that thing or to experience that thing. We have the Two of Pentacles right as I'm saying that. The Two of Pentacles is about juggling things, making time for things, prioritizing. So it could have something to do with that. What else do we have? We have Temperance. Okay. What's so interesting about this is both of these cards represent balance. The Two of Pentacles and the Temperance card, both balanced energy. We have the Ace of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. We've been talking about like finances a lot in this, and this can also represent a firm or a solid beginning in something. So this can even be a relationship that that's referring to. If this is about finding that stable, that real offer. Interesting. There's really more, like a lot more partnership energy here too. We had this energy of the one, and now we have this two, and this energy of balance is always about partnership. So for a lot of you, the relationship you're looking for is like making its way into your life as we speak. This balanced relationship, this is what you're manifesting. Temperance can talk about patience. So it's like, this feels like something that has been in the works, or something that you've really developed. I feel like you've just developed such a knowing about this, if that makes any sense. This doesn't come across as anything that has been or should be rushed with this kind of energy of the Two of Pentacles, the Temperance. It's something that should be built on a steady foundation. And I feel like because Temperance energy is so balanced, it kind of always gives me the feeling that it's something you have waited for. something that you maybe even had to balance yourself out about, had to balance your own emotions out about, balance your expectations when it comes to this thing, but like something that you did wait for, something you've been patient about, something you have let evolve. I feel like a lot of you are weighing 2 or more different options. And like we were talking about before, you're manifesting a really clear answer or a clear decision when it comes to these options. The Two of Pentacles always represents some element of time for me. Like we were talking about before, balancing out your time, making time for something, balancing your schedule, creating more balance in your schedule so that you have time for the things that are important to you. These are all things that are coming through as what you're manifesting. I feel like in general, you are manifesting more balance in your life, more work-life balance, more balance in your relationships, more time to pursue the things that make you happy. What keeps coming to mind is really just a feeling of more overall ease and more time to reflect. Yeah. A lot of you are making time for that reflection, making time to figure out how you feel. I'm adding your Magician card back to the deck. I'm going to pull you a couple of angel numbers, and then we're going to get into your tarot deck. With these angel number cards, I really want to look at potentially signs or synchronicities, anything that we can pick up on, things for you to look out for, or I guess you're getting 3 cards, things for you to look out for, or maybe even numbers that you have noticed. So let's see what we had come out for you. We had 20. I am harmonious. So we're talking about balance and harmony with the Two of Pentacles, with the Temperance card. And this card is saying, I am harmonious. So you relate to others on an almost cosmic level. You're dedicated to building harmonious relationships of all kinds. You have the ability to persuade others to your point of view by using gentle means. What's interesting about this is we're talking about connection. You are manifesting more connection and more just connectedness in your life, whether that's spiritual connection, whether that's romantic connection, or friendships, deeper family connections. That was coming through before. This is kind of solidifying that, and that's telling me that these relationships are going to be harmonious and balanced. You're going to be able to create deep, meaningful, and lasting relationships. I guess it was only 2 cards that came out for you. I thought it was 3. We also have 8. 8 is a number of manifestation. I love that coming out for you. And this says, I am successful. This is giving me the energy of the Bee Spirit, sweet results await. It's like, you are going to have success at these things that you are trying to manifest and bring into your life. This card says your talent for setting and reaching goals is like no other. You are self-sufficient and capable of achieving your ambitions. 8 representing the ebb and flow, the infinite loop of creation. Definite positive energy towards your manifestation there. And it's like, you are going to be having success with that. And that's showing up several times in your reading, that there is success here. Let's take a look at your tarot, see what other messages we can get for you. Number 2, what are you manifesting? Number 2, what are you manifesting? What is number 2 manifesting, please? Wow. That was a whole group of cards. We had the Knight of Cups, the Ace of Daggers, the Moon, and the Seven of Crystals just kind of flip over. So let's look at this energy. The Knight of Cups often represents an offer, a romantic offer. And of course, we have touched upon that plenty of times in this reading, that a lot of you are manifesting this connection with a spiritual counterpart, with a romantic partner that kind of feels like the one, like that, where there's this deep spiritual connection there. I love the Knight of Cups because I think what you guys are doing, like we were talking about, with this kind of magnetic energy, you're attracting what you want toward you. You're drawing it to you, and the Knight of Cups is showing an offer being made to you. So very interesting there. If this is about communication, I do see new communication coming in, especially with this moon energy. So this could be about manifesting communication from someone that where I feel like things went dark, because there's a very mysterious energy with the moon here, and I just feel like cutting through some of that darkness and kind of getting the answers with this Ace of Daggers energy. For a lot of you, I feel like this moon energy is representative of your more spiritual side, the more hidden side. I'm getting like High Priestess vibes from this, which is so interesting. But yeah, it's like kind of cutting through the darkness in all areas of your life. It doesn't have to be connecting to this romantic relationship that's coming up for a lot of you, but cutting through the darkness and cutting through the uncertainty, breaking past the barriers and the fear that can sometimes be represented by the moon, and really seeing things clearly. A lot of mental clarity, like we were talking about with all of this air sign energy, a lot of mental clarity, and a lot of the things that maybe have been unknown to you are being revealed. Seven of Crystals or Seven of Pentacles energy is that energy that we were talking about, of you kind of waiting. Like this is something that you have been working at, something you've put in a decent amount of time, effort, energy, and it's like you're reaping these rewards with the Seven of Crystals. You're waiting for that appropriate time, like you're waiting for these things to come in, you're waiting for it to be in full bloom, to be fully ripe, to be picked. But it's like, you know that this manifestation will be successful. Just like this card you got, I am successful. You know deep down that this is going to be successful and that it is worth the wait. It's worth that patience that comes through with that Temperance energy. Seven of Cups, a lot of choices here. A lot of choices here. That's so interesting, because we were talking about the choice being really obvious to you, the one being very obvious to you. So I do think, like, especially for those of you that are attracting in new romance, it's like, yeah, there's plenty of people out there. Or you may have been you might have been looking for a little while with this kind of patient energy, and it's like nothing's really hitting the mark. You're looking for that perfect fit. And I feel like this Seven of Cups energy is showing like the choices, the different options, but you're looking for that one, that person or that idea, that experience. You're looking for the choice to be clear. And kind of going back to that message where it was like, it might not be that clear to you right now. It might be very confusing. Seven of Cups energy can be very confusing. It can be about a lot of illusions. There's so many options. There's so many choices. You don't know which one to choose. You are manifesting complete clarity. That couldn't be more clear with all of this air sign energy. You're manifesting complete clarity about what that right path is for you, what direction to go on. So apply that to the area of your life that it makes the most sense. For some of you, it's more than one area I'm picking up on with the Seven of Cups, but just know that that clarity is coming. That clarity is coming for sure. Let's see here. What do I want to pull for you? I want to pull from this fairy deck. I want to pull a little bit of advice, because I want to see what can help you to bring this manifestation in faster, and maybe even get some clues about what might be hindering this manifestation, if there is anything here. To me, with this moon energy coming out, and I feel like this is looking exactly like what we have going on the one card, I feel like one thing that could be coming up as a potential hindrance to this manifestation is the uncertainty. It is the not being clear. But what's cool about that is I also see you manifesting clarity. So you might have some areas of your life where it's like you just don't know what you even want to manifest. You don't know how to make the decision between these two things, or it could be more than two things for some of you. But that clarity is coming, which really will help to bring the manifestation in. The more clear you are, the more easily you can create that manifestation. So we had tree wisdom come out. Interesting. This says this tree dryad will help you navigate through your current situation. Her flute can reveal insights and answers through the sounds it makes. So yeah, we were just talking about confusion. You guys are manifesting clarity. You're manifesting answers. That's guidance right there. This is also, when I think of trees, I think about grounding energy. So this can be about you grounding your energy, spending more time in nature as a way to do that. And to maybe help usher in that clarity, because I think this is about clarity for a lot of you. This is also making me think of, a family tree for some reason. So for some of you, this might be about getting messages, guidance, advice from your family members, even from your ancestors. We were talking about that spiritual connection. So this might be you kind of connecting with even passed on loved ones for those messages of advice and for that guidance. But this is about connecting with, and whether they are here in this physical world with us or not, this is about connecting with and receiving advice and guidance from trusted family members for some of you. And that's really going to help to make your manifestations easier, because you're going to be gaining some sort of clarity. And we have find balance. Yeah, that's been a theme here. Two of Pentacles, Temperance. This has been a theme. This card says, find the balance between your work, rest, and playtime, and you'll have more energy, harmony, and productivity in your life. Take a power nap. So yeah, this is talking again about just finding that balance. We were talking about work-life balance earlier. And if you're not exhausted, if you're not worn down, you're going to be able to bring your manifestations in a lot faster. With the bee energy, sometimes I think of like the busy bee. So you could be someone who likes to stay really active, who likes to be productive. And this is just a little reminder that that rest is very important too. So if you do feel like you have to be going all the time, maybe make it one of your goals to take some time to slow down, to rest, to recuperate, to gain clarity. And sometimes framing it like that can be helpful. It's a goal, so it's actually something to check off. It's actually like an item on your to-do list could be rest, or make sure to go to bed early, or whatever it might be that's going to help you to gain that clarity. Before we wrap up your reading, I'm going to pick a few messages from this homemade deck just to see if there's any guidance for you. Wow, okay. We have reflect. Oh my gosh. You can't make this stuff up, you guys. We have forgive. We were just talking about taking that time for reflection. So yeah. And there might be a need to forgive someone, and even to forgive yourself, maybe to move forward. For some of you, if this has to do with this person, this one, there might be a little bit of forgiveness that's needed here in order for this to move forward, and that's going to help to propel this manifestation forward. But yeah, I think taking that time to reflect is really important for you guys. Taking that time to get mental clarity around a situation that might be a little bit confusing to you is really important. But as we were saying, like almost from the beginning, sweet results await. You have success here with the number 8. So yeah, you guys are killing this. You guys are manifesting machines, and I think you might need to slow down a little bit. Like it's almost like you're doing this so well, but there's no need to exhaust yourself. There is a need to find balance in this, and you are going to be bringing in all of the things that you want to experience in your life. So this is really beautiful energy. I absolutely loved doing this reading. Beautiful energy, number 2. Yeah. Thank you so much for hanging out with me and letting me read your cards. If you did enjoy this reading, if you resonated with any of these messages, don't forget to like the video, leave me a comment down below, and hit subscribe if you feel like it. And hopefully I will see you again in another reading really soon. Bye. Hi, number 3. If you were drawn to the Star Spinner Tarot and the Key Charm, this is going to be your reading. We're going to find out what you are currently manifesting. So I have a lot of decks I want to use in this reading. I'm going to jump right into your reading with your first oracle card. I pulled you a card from the Wild Unknown Archetypes deck, and we're going to take a look to give us some starting energy on what you are currently manifesting. So you have the Shapeshifter. Okay, this is giving me a similar vibe to what we had going on in reading 1 already. So if you did feel called to that reading, might be worth checking out. We'll see what other messages come out, but this opening energy is definitely giving me a similar vibe. This is kind of showing me that you're manifesting a huge change in yourself. But beyond that, you're changing how you are seen or how you're viewed in the world. You're changing the way you show up in some way. I really feel like for most of you, this is an internal shift. Again, similar energy to reading 1. So it's an internal shift that's happening, but also, and what's really unique about this energy that's coming through for you already is that, for a lot of you, this internal shift is producing some sort of physical change as well. I'm picking up on, some of you are manifesting changes or improvements to your health or to your outward appearance. I just heard making gains. So that could be financial, but I think that's a reference to building muscle. So this could be about a fitness journey that you're on. And it's like some of you are transforming your health from the inside out. So it's really giving me the feeling of getting very comfortable in your own skin in some cases. This is you kind of manifesting, making the outside you match the inside you, if that makes sense. Yeah, kind of this feeling of making the outside match the inside, of course, can be about physical appearance, but this can also be about, and I feel like this is going to sound so weird, but this can be about sort of wearing your dreams on the outside. So for some of you, this is really about you manifesting a very physical display of what you've been feeling on the inside, whatever that might be for you. It's like you've known something about yourself on the inside and now you want it to be obvious on the outside. And this could be like how successful you are in the world, or things about you like that you've kept hidden, and now it's like you want these things to come out. You want people to know who you really are, how you really see yourself, what you really want in your life. So it does feel like stepping into some kind of authentic expression. Yeah, this, for a lot of you, this feels like it has more to do with manifesting a life that feels like an authentic expression of who you are, having your dreams and your values and what's really important to you be evident on the outside, manifesting all of that to become very real, or giving life to it, bringing light to it. And this could even be something very, very simple. This could be changing the way that you dress because you've decided that you really would rather wear like certain types of clothes or certain colors of clothing or something like that. And it doesn't have to be a big deal. It doesn't have to be that this is life changing, but it's like, in a lot of ways it is, because this is about you really just stepping into your authentic place. Like if I decided I really feel like I want to wear purple more, I feel like I look good in purple, or like that really expresses something about me, and I don't have any purple in my wardrobe. It's like making that change and feeling more confident in what I'm wearing and feeling like I look my best, or like this is really reflective of how I want to show up in the world, is a very it's a very empowering feeling. And I feel like that is happening for you. And like I was saying, this can be about your fitness, this can be about your health, but in some way this is showing up on the outside. What's really interesting about this shapeshifter energy is that this card specifically references the energy of the theater or of performance, which is kind of off the wall, but like for what we're talking about or what we've been talking about. But for some of you, this is a message specifically related to some sort of performance, some sort of, like I want to say like a show. I guess this could be the energy again too of how you're showing up, how you're presenting in the world. But you could literally be manifesting opportunities when it comes to some sort of artistic pursuit, especially if this is literally theater for you, if this is about acting for you or a performance of some sort. It's like you're manifesting landing the role that you want, or you're manifesting the perfect audition opportunity to come your way. But this can really talk about success in any form of artistry. So music, art that you make with your hands, even a message that you want to deliver to the world. So think about this in broader terms, especially if this theater reference does not like resonate for you. But if you think about yourself on that center stage, it's like, what would you say? If you were up on the stage, what would you say? What would you do? What would you want to show? What would you want to express? That type of energy. This is about you manifesting in that area of your life and you bringing some sort of growth, success, a shift in yourself in that area of your life. I feel like for a lot of you, this has to do with opportunities coming your way, manifesting the right opportunities. So whatever the pursuit is, whatever opportunity you need, that's where your manifestation is being focused, taking that to the next level. And I do feel like for some of you, this is directly related to a job or an interview. So maybe like nailing that interview, getting that job, getting that dream position, whatever that might be. With this energy, I can tell that another thing that you're manifesting is adaptability. So you're manifesting the ability to kind of play different roles, to see more possibilities. The shapeshifter energy is very open-minded energy. So I think you're manifesting a lot of new ideas. You might even have a lot of new passions kind of rising up inside of you right now or revealing themselves to you. You might discover a new talent or a new gift that you didn't know you had. I just have to go on a little bit of a tangent here for some of you because like this is as a side note. The way this is coming through is that some of you haven't yet discovered this talent. Or this interest, or this skill hasn't revealed itself to you yet, but this is what you're manifesting. So for many of you, this new thing or this new interest, this new direction is going to reveal itself to you. And I'm hearing that even though you're manifesting it, it's like it's still going to be a little bit of a surprise to you. It's still going to feel unexpected in some way. So this might even be that it's something that like you never saw yourself doing. It could be something you didn't even know existed like a couple of months ago, and now it's revealing itself to you, this new opportunity, this new hobby, this new form of expression. And it could even be something that you don't feel you resonate with at first. Like, let me try to just come up with a random example. Like, let's say you're an artist and somebody comes to you with like this newfangled paintbrush or whatever it is, or like this device where you spray paint on the canvas or something, and you're like, this is not how I work, this is not what I do, I don't like this. Or it could be that you take a class and it introduces you to something new and like it's cool for the class, but I'm not going to translate this into my work, like that's not how I do it. And then this becomes something that you are like particularly skilled at. This becomes something that you really enjoy doing. It's something that can help you to create in this brand new way and to show things in a brand new way. So for some of you, it's like it's a surprise in that way. Something you didn't think you were gonna like, or something you didn't like at first, something you didn't really feel like you resonated with. And also something that like just totally wasn't on your radar and never even existed to you like just a little while ago, and then it presents itself and surprises you. There's kind of another message coming through here. What is this? It's sort of like I think this is about a surprise. This is about how this surprises you. For some of you, this is about one step leading to the next. So if you were to like, let's say, get a job at a particular company that you really wanted to get, and like you get your manifestation, you have this opportunity, it's a great opportunity for you. And once you're there at that company, you start to see that there's like this other opening, or there's this other avenue that you could take, and you're able to step into that position all because you got that first job. It could be that you got that entry level position or something like that. And it really allows you to level up within this company and to find your niche, find the thing that you're perfect at, find the thing that you enjoy doing the most. So in that way, it's like, it's a surprise. It almost feels like, you're manifesting, and you're manifesting things that are even bigger than you realize, because it really hasn't been revealed or it hasn't been shown to you yet. So there's a surprise around the corner for a lot of you, maybe even multiple surprises. There's like a path that's leading somewhere that you never really thought it could. I feel like a lot of you are discovering a natural gifting that you just didn't know you had. There's a surprise twist to your manifestation, and it really is coming through as a pleasant surprise. So this isn't anything to worry about or to be fearful of, because this is coming through as something that works out even better than you had planned or that you had hoped for. Almost like a secret or a hidden opportunity that's attached to your manifestation. For some of you, this could even be you meet somebody who's very important, very significant in your life. Through pursuing one of your other goals, one of your other dreams, you end up like creating this beautiful friendship or this very deep relationship, something like that. But yeah, there's a little attachment. There's a little unexpected treat attached to your manifestation, which is a lot of fun. I feel that something shifts, something evolves, and it's like you're manifesting in steps, even if you aren't aware of it. One manifestation leads to a new discovery, and it kind of opens up a new door to the next manifestation, and you're on this journey that you might not even realize you're on. Shapeshifter energy can have like a trickster energy behind it, and I'm kind of getting that in a very playful way here. It's like the universe is leaving you breadcrumbs that lead to your ultimate manifestation. So there is kind of a need for trust here, and a need to not overthink things, because you are being led exactly where you want to go. And even if you don't realize that that's a door to this bigger manifestation, it actually turns out to be. So there's no reason to overthink things. Don't hesitate when opportunities present themselves. If it feels right to you, keep going with it, because there's almost like a little surprise treat attached to that manifestation. Let's pull some cards from the Animal Spirit Oracle and open up that shapeshifter energy a little bit more, see what else we can find. We might even discover just brand new areas of manifestation for you. So we will see. What is number one? Number one. Wow. What is number 3 manifesting? It's so interesting, because I was telling you a similar energy to number 1, and then I just said that. So a lot of you might want to check out reading 1. Okay, we have Turtle Spirit. This card says slow and steady wins the race. Interesting. Interesting. I want to go back to that energy. I'm going to pull you one more card. Whoa. Or it's going to flip out immediately. We have Flamingo Spirit. Embrace the in-between. I really feel like, first of all, this turtle energy, I really feel like this is referencing maybe like this slow progression or this slow evolution, and that idea of your manifestation unfolding, to not rush anything, because you never know where that one thing is leading. So like I was saying, it might be getting that opportunity, getting that job, getting your foot in the door someplace, but it leads to something you never could have imagined, and the manifestation grows and evolves with you. So I feel like this is definitely referencing that energy. We also have mirroring numbers here. We have 62 and 26. Interesting things have been happening with this Animal Spirit Oracle today. So I feel like every combination we've gotten has had some sort of significance to it. And here I'm seeing it again, this mirroring energy. This is kind of a reminder to you that the universe will mirror back to you a reflection of what's going on in your inner world. Your guides are coming through with these hard-hitting messages right now, right in the beginning. So we just got to go through it. With this turtle spirit here, I feel like a lot of you might have been waiting on your manifestation for a while, or you may feel like it's taking too long. Your guides are reminding you to enjoy the journey, to enjoy the way to the destination, because feelings of impatience create more feelings of impatience. So whatever you got going on inside, the outside world is going to give you reasons to feel that way even more. And this isn't like, not at all, this isn't to scare you, and this isn't even to say that you're doing that. It's like your guides are just telling you this world is a mirror. And you can really control and speed up this manifestation by creating that feeling inside of you that you want to experience. This flamingo energy is really, it's reminding you to embrace the energy of becoming, because that's actually what is going to add more power and more substance to your manifestation, rather than feeling like you're not there yet. Because you can find yourself in this perpetual cycle of not being there yet, not having it yet, instead of noticing how much closer you are. It's a totally different energy. I feel like it's this feeling of like, I haven't arrived yet, versus I'm getting closer. I can feel it. I feel it so vividly. It's like I already have it. You feel that? Like, there's a difference there. One's full of juice and the other one is full of defeat. So I feel like this shapeshifter energy could be about manifesting that juicier energy. You're kind of manifesting this mindset that helps you to manifest more effortlessly. It's changing the way you think, the way you feel about your manifestations, changing your mindset, which is a manifestation in itself. Another thing I wanted to say about this, like for those of you who have felt impatient about your manifestation, when we are talking about like this little nugget, or it could be even a series of nuggets that's attached to the manifestation that you have your eye on, it's like this is another reason to kind of go with the evolution of the process, because I really do feel like a lot of you are manifesting in steps. One thing is leading you to the next, is leading you to the next, and you're refining your vision as you go. And the universe is really helping you to do that. So this is a reminder too, like this patience, or this really enjoying how this unfolds for you, is key to adding a lot of potency to your manifestation, because it's unfolding in a way that's better than you could have planned. So just kind of going with that, enjoying the ride, embracing this feeling of not quite being there yet, but also noticing that you are, like you have come so far. You are creating so much change in your life. You are living more as your authentic self as each day goes on. So this is really beautiful energy. Yeah, for some reason, first of all, your guides are saying, like, I think I left something out, because they're really highlighting how powerful you are as a manifester, and that your abilities keep leveling up the same way we're talking about going through this progression, that you keep getting better and better. It keeps getting more and more refined. So this is just a really powerful message for you to keep in mind, that you're really, really good at this. Even if you doubt yourself at times, even if you doubt how this is unfolding, you're really good at creating the changes that you want in your life, and bringing in the shift that's happening inside of you. Back to this mirrored energy. For some of you, you have a mirrored partner in your life. This might be a romantic partner. This could just be another relationship in your life. But I just heard your partner is a mirror. So for some of you, that is talking about maybe even a soulmate relationship, a connection where there's a lot of mirroring going on. Some of you are manifesting this type of relationship, this type of connection into your life, meaning you're feeling called to like a balanced, reciprocal partnership that feels like the two of you are really in harmony, like you're connected on many different levels. I'm talking like finishing each other's sentences type of connection. You know, if you know, you know, because for many of you, it's like, that's what you're calling in. So that would have resonated with you, because it's kind of just this feeling of like, you guys are on the same page 100%, and that's what you're looking for. Let's grab some more oracles. Let's see what we got going on for number 3. What is number 3 manifesting? What are you manifesting, number 3? We have adventures. Such a tropical vibe going on here, number 3. What is up? What is up? What is number 3 manifesting? We have enlightenment. Yeah, there's something there with that enlightenment card. That's what your guides, I think, were getting at. It's like the way that this unfolds, the knowledge that's revealed to you, the opportunities that are revealed to you. Like, it really is going to be kind of this spark. It really is something that maybe you can't conceptualize right now. You can't even see how big this gets, or how impactful this is for you, because you're only seeing the one part right now, but you will be shown more as time goes on. Yeah, there's such a tropical vibe here. I feel like a lot of you are manifesting a vacation, a trip, a getaway. This might literally be a tropical vacation for some of you, a beach vacation. It's like you're attracting new experiences into your life, new adventures, new challenges, new lessons. You're learning a lot. And I feel like you're learning a lot, especially while traveling for some of you. So if that is a manifestation that you're working on, or something that's been on your radar where you're thinking about traveling, it's really to have these new experiences. It's to be enlightened to different ways of life, to different languages. Maybe you want to study a foreign language or something like that. It's about your personal growth and evolution. The shapeshifter energy really, it's about you maybe even kind of diving into a different culture, maybe experimenting with different ways to dress while you're traveling or something like that. But it's like you're really becoming a new version of yourself. And for some of you, travel is a big part of that. It's a big part of this expansion. There's really this feeling of like being ready for what's next, being excited about what's next, looking forward to something. A lot of you are manifesting a change in scenery. And this could be like, because I'm seeing a vacation here for a lot of you, but it doesn't have to be a vacation. This, for some of you, is about shaking up your day-to-day. So shaking up your routine, moving your workspace around, or moving your bedroom around, or something like that. It can even be something relatively subtle, maybe like working in a different location, going to a coffee shop, something like that. I just feel like a lot of you are manifesting a change in scenery, which is going to manifest a lot of creativity and a lot of expansion for you. I do have to say that for some of you, a brightly colored bird or like a vividly colored bird might be a sign that you need to look out for. A sign that can be confirmation of some sort of connection, or whatever this is you're manifesting in your life. This can even be something that you start to notice down the line, I'm hearing, for some of you. Some of the lessons you're learning and the information you're manifesting is really playing into the shapeshifter energy, because it's helping you to transform. It's helping you to make sense of your journey and to develop into the version of you that feels like your truest self. So you might have tried on a lot of different versions of yourself, but you're starting to really refine that. You're starting to see exactly who it is you want to be, how you want to show up. Let's get some tarot on this. I want to dive into this energy just a little bit deeper with some tarot. Let's see what we have for number 3. What is number 3 manifesting? Wow. We have the 2 of Wands. Oh, plans. Plans being made. Let's get one more card for you. What is number 2 manifesting? Number 2. Why do I keep saying the wrong numbers for you guys? This is so weird. I don't feel like I've ever done that before, and certainly not numerous times in the same reading. So interesting. You have the 62, the 26, the 2 of Wands. I'm trying to figure out if there's some significance there, or if I'm just losing my mind. We have the 8 of Swords in reverse. This Two of Wands is another indication of travel for some of you. You see how he's holding this globe here. So this is about planning. This might not be travel that is happening right now, but this could be that a lot of you are in the planning phases of a trip, or you've been looking forward to a trip for a long time. That travel message keeps showing up for you. So I feel like this is on the horizon for a lot of you. And I do feel like for most of you, what you're manifesting, if this is about a trip, this is your dream vacation. So this is you going to your dream destination. And it could be a move or a prolonged stay for some of you. It could be that you're staying in this location for a while. You're manifesting an opportunity where you can work in this location, or like you can stay with a family or something for an extended time. But I do feel like this is extended for some of you, but that's not what I was going to say. It's your dream vacation. It is your dream destination. So yes, I'm getting tropical vibes here. For some of you, that's not your dream destination. But this is what I see when I like swimming through this energy for you. This is wherever you would most want to go, or where you've been dreaming about traveling to for a long time. You're manifesting that trip, and you're manifesting a lot of like new adventures and enlightenment experiences as you are traveling. I feel like a lot of you, this has to do with your vision of an ideal life for like in general with this Two of Wands energy. That's really odd because your guides just showed me someone writing out and kind of designing their ideal day or their ideal, I feel like it was day, but it really could be life in general. So some of you may have planned out exactly how you would want your ideal day to go, or exactly how your ideal life looks. You may have written that out, and that's what you're manifesting. You're calling that into reality. The Two of Wands represents an inspiration that you've had, and kind of the process of making that into reality. Plans being made, action being taken, kind of that spark of inspiration turning into a more solid plan. And then you have the Eight of Swords in reverse. So this is crucial here, and this is really interesting energy. I love seeing this energy for you because you're manifesting breakthroughs here. This card came out right over the Enlightenment card. So this kind of shows me new ideas, new approaches, releasing the things that have held you back in the past. The Eight of Swords is about mental confinement, mental blocks and barriers. Oftentimes it's representing our fears. So you're manifesting a release in that area also, a release in these fears that could have held you back. With the Shapeshifter, we're talking about stepping into more of your true and authentic self. So a lot of you are manifesting the ability to do that. If you felt held back by rules, or you felt confined by like the restrictions that someone else placed on you, you're manifesting a clean break away from all of that. You're releasing the things that have made you feel stuck as this old version of yourself, and you're stepping into this energy where you feel free to be you, like whatever that means, which obviously is going to mean something different to everyone else, but you feel free to be you, even to go where you feel most called to, even to visit or to live or whatever. You're doing these things that feel really authentic to you. I want to look at the bottom of the deck. We have the Five of Wands under the deck, and that's funny because it's like I'm in this energy of like, are there restrictions that maybe were placed on you, because you're manifesting a reality where these restrictions are lifted. And the Five of Wands can talk about like fights, disagreements, arguments, people not seeing eye to eye, no one seeing each other's view, their point of view. And that's, for a lot of you, that might be true, because it could be that it's like people have almost wanted to define who you are, and it's like you're breaking away from that. You're like, I'm out of this. I don't have to adhere to these certain rules, and you want your voice to be heard as well. Oh, Temperance energy under there. Yeah. This is showing a victory here. So this is showing like that transformation really taking effect, taking hold. A little bit of patience with the Temperance card, a little bit of balance, but Yeah, you're finding it. You're balancing out like these ideas that you might have had from your family or from your upbringing or whatever with what feels true and right and authentic to you, and like sorting out your exact place in the world and what you want to shift into. Beautiful. I'm going to move your tarot deck, add your magician card back to this deck. We're going to pull some angel numbers for you. I'm doing this mainly because sometimes signs and synchronicities that have been showing up for you or that will show up for you can present themselves in a really simple form here. So this might be like a way that you receive messages about your manifestation. This might be a way that you're reminded that your manifestation is working. We have 666. I am centered. It's pulling me back to that 6 of Wands energy that we just saw at the bottom of the deck, and just being very focused on that victory. So this card says a wake-up call for you to re-examine your current situation and change the direction of your thoughts so you can raise your vibration to a more positive frequency. Weren't we talking about that, you guys? We were talking about this mirrored energy, and this number sequence kind of makes me feel like mirrored energy as well, because it's repeating 6s, but it's like this mirrored energy and this idea of re-examining our current situation and changing the directions of our thoughts. It's to raise that vibration. It's to make sure that we are in the vibrational state that we want to be in. And this can even be about you shifting into states that you want to be in, which could mean like this vacation or this travel that you're looking forward to. It's like finding that place that you really want to reside in and actually being there, living in that energy. You also have card 31, I am disciplined. Your approach to life is an effective mix of both practicality and imagination. Your mind is stirring with creative ideas, and you have the organizational skills to manifest them to life. The 2 of Wands energy, that kind of planning energy, you are being disciplined about this. What that shows me is you're not giving up on your manifestation. It doesn't mean that you have to be like trying really hard to make this happen all the time, but this is like you're always returning to that idea. You're always developing, growing, building upon what has happened before, becoming more enlightened, doing away with some of these fears. And it's like that commitment to return to that energy is what's really propelling this forward for you. I love that. So 6s definitely keep showing up for you. 6s are about stability, about harmony, really sweet energy. So I love that. I just heard somebody's born on the 31st. Let me know if that's what that message is for you. We have the Fool. I love it. I love it because we have adventures here. That's total Fool energy. Venturing out into the unknown. You're manifesting a lot of a lot. I'm not going to take these cards, you guys, because it's so much. I'm going to take a peek at them. Ace of Wands, the Lovers. Justice, the Sun. 3 of Swords. The Hangman. Okay. We're going to factor that in. We're going to look for a clearer message here. Wow. Knight of Swords. What is number 3 manifesting, please? King of Wands. What is number 3 manifesting? Okay. The 8 of Cups. The 9 of Wands. Okay. You guys are putting a lot behind you and really moving on to this new version of yourself. I see why the shapeshifter energy came out for you right away looking at all of this. This is a new journey. So we opened up with the Fool. The Fool is all about having that new adventure, maybe not having all of the answers, maybe diving in, jumping in. So I'm seeing that like what's going to help this manifestation is taking a chance. Take a chance and believe in yourself. Believe that the plan that you have, believe that the vision that you've been given is worth it, that it's worth kind of taking that leap of faith. We have the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is very very direct, very thirsty for information, but also very willing to take action. There might be a need for you to be very direct or to be very action oriented when it comes to this manifestation. But I see you guys stepping into this very empowered energy. The King of Wands is someone who's very empowered, who's very passionate and knows how to weigh those passions and pursue them in a way that, I want to say in a way that makes sense for them, because I feel like there is kind of an idea of balance. So whereas like the Knight of Wands could get very unbalanced, they could be too impulsive, they could make moves a little too fast. I'm seeing that there is passion here that's spurring these changes in you, but they seem like they are well balanced, like they are well timed. So I love the King of Wands energy to balance out the Fool energy. It shows me that you're not being reckless. You've thought this through and you kind of like, you're aware of what you want to create. You're aware that what you want to do is walk away from some old version of yourself and shift into what feels more true and more right for you right now. Eight of Swords in reverse right next to the Nine of Wands, both cards that talk about boundaries. So this is you like releasing the old, breaking down barriers, being that shapeshifter. I feel like shapeshifter energy always makes me think of a change that can be kind of uncomfortable at times because it's so much growth or it's such a shift, but change that's so worth it to take that new form. Bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Swords. I do see clear ideas and clear communication for you guys, and this could be something that you are manifesting. New ideas. I feel like your adventures, your travel, these ways that you're finding inspiration, they're giving you a lot of new ideas. And like we were talking about, things are unfolding for you as they go. So this is part of why you have this Ace of Swords energy. You'll have new ideas as you go, even as you accomplish the things that you want to. As you grow into the person that you want to, you start to have more clarity. You start to think about things differently. You start to define another thing that you want to manifest. And it's just this beautiful evolution. You're like on this evolutionary path that I think is so beautiful. I want to kind of close out your reading with advice. So first we're going to look at the Oracle of the Fairies, I think is what it's called. First, we're going to look at this deck for just any kind of advice about how you could bring this manifestation in a little bit faster, or anything that might be holding it back. So what do we have for number 3? Okay, we have Temptation. This gives me devil vibes. So this card says, are you in denial about an unhealthy habit, perhaps one that makes you feel guilty? This fairy says you have the power to overcome temptation, whatever its guise. So, of course, you're going to know exactly what this temptation may be. There might be something that you feel is standing in the way of your manifestation. But what I think is happening here for a lot of you, because we were talking about kind of maintaining like a more positive mindset about this, and how the universe is mirroring back to you what's going on inside of you. I feel like this energy could be referencing, especially with this Eight of Swords in reverse, it's like you're releasing a lot of these fears, you're releasing limiting beliefs around your ability to manifest and your ability to manifest exactly what you want in your life. But every now and then there might be that little bit of temptation to like turn back to these old thought patterns, to turn back to these ways that made us feel stuck in the past, or these things that we were fearful of in the past. So if there's a temptation to do that, your guides are saying just release that, release this old energy, step into the new, use the shapeshifter energy that is so present for you. Use that energy of the Fool to step into something new. We also have inspiration here. Of course we do. You're being inspired as you journey on this path. This says, be prepared. You'll soon receive a visit from the Fairy of Inspiration. Come dusk or dawn, she can call anytime. I love this. It's new ideas. Your manifestations are ever growing and ever evolving, and that is just confirmation of that. Don't ignore your inspiration. You were given these ideas for a reason, and there's kind of some encouragement to follow through on the ideas that you've been given. Don't let that inspiration be wasted. Yeah, there's definitely a message to manifest these things into reality. I'm going to use my homemade deck here just to see if there's any advice, any further advice that your guides have for you for number 3. So you have Go Within. This is about some soul searching. What do you really want is what I feel like is coming through with that. What do you really want? What do you actually want to shift into? We have Secret. Interesting. I feel like that's that tricky energy again. Like there is a little bit of a secret component to these manifestations that you're working on, because you really might not know the full picture. There's a little bit of this that's being held back, that is being held as a surprise for you. We have Create. Some of you, this is about a creative endeavor. This is about you pursuing that passion. It's about that inspiration that this card was talking about. We also have Feels Like Home, and we have Soon. I love that. Your manifestation is coming soon. A lot of what you're working on is going to be very evident very soon. I love this card of Feels Like Home for those of you that are thinking about traveling. I feel like this is in reference to a couple of different things, because there's a couple of messages coming through, but this is in reference to you finding that place that really does feel like home to you, finding a place that you want to visit often, or it just feels like your soul has been called there. And this is really confirmation of that for some of you, especially if you haven't taken this trip. It's just like, this place feels like home to you. This place feels like where your soul lives is how it's coming through. Also, I feel like with the shapeshifter energy, this feels like home is referencing like your home base energy, or you finding this energy that you really resonate with, this energy that feels like this is where I want to live, this is who I want to be, this feels like the true version of me, and this is what I want to express into the world, because we're talking about what you express, what you create, what you're inspired to do in the world. So yeah, all of that. Yes, thank you so much for hanging out with me, number 3. And I'm not going to get it wrong again, number 3. Thank you for hanging out with me, even though I kept calling you every other number than 3. I really enjoyed your reading. It's beautiful, beautiful energy. I'm wondering how many of you are going on this marvelous tropical vacation, because I want to go. Yeah, so thanks for hanging out with me, you guys. If you did enjoy this reading, if you resonated with any of these messages, don't forget to leave me a comment down below, hit that like button, hit subscribe if you feel like it, and hopefully I will see you in another reading really soon. Bye. Hi, number 4. If you were drawn to the Cosmic Coven Tarot and the Crown Charm, this is going to be your reading. We're going to find out what you are currently manifesting. So, as I've been saying in all the readings, I want to use a lot of decks in this reading, so I got to get started. So I pulled you a card from the Wild Unknown Archetypes deck, and we're going to start with that card as some beginning energy to find out what you are manifesting. So we have the Offering. Interesting energy to begin with. I'm immediately getting like a couple of different ways to interpret this. Some of you are manifesting a gift from another person. This can be an actual physical gift, but it can also be a gift of their time, of their devotion, of their commitment. This can even be kind of a gift of their attention in a way. Like this was coming through almost like if someone was going to maybe offer to help you, offer to maybe even tutor you in some cases, but that kind of energy. Some of you are manifesting like catching someone's eye or catching someone's attention in a way where they are putting time and energy and devotion toward you or a project or something that you're working on. I just saw a ring. I just saw a ring. Some of you are attracting or manifesting this like deep commitment from someone. You're kind of, it's like you're manifesting an offer from someone or an invitation. This is really odd. This is really odd how it's coming through. I think it's, your guides are showing me a lot of different ways that this is happening, probably because this is collective energy and there's so many different things that each of you are being offered. For some of you, this has to do with deepening a relationship, but I'm hearing that for some of you, this is about like a sponsorship or a business opportunity, a collaboration opportunity. And this could even be someone like who has a larger following than you, or someone who is more established in your field or whatever it might be, kind of noticing you, offering to take you under their wing, offering you this promotion opportunity, offering you a collaboration opportunity, something like that. Some of you are manifesting that. I have to go back to that invitation thing. Sorry, this is a lot. Some of you are manifesting an invitation, like an invite to a certain event, a certain a seminar, or to be included in like a show or a display of some kind. So you're manifesting someone taking an interest in you or in your work and wanting to feature it somewhere. Wow. You guys are like starting this reading off with a bang for sure. I got to go back to the relationship aspect of this, and this doesn't have to be romantic, but for some of you it is. I'm hearing that for some of you this is an apology. So you're manifesting an apology from someone or a reconciliation with someone. This can be somebody kind of offering that olive branch is sort of what it's giving me. So it might be a situation where someone really needs to kind of fess up to what they've done wrong, or they need to acknowledge where they went wrong in this. And this is the apology that you're waiting for from this person. This is also coming through as an offer, like an offer for a date or an offer to spend more time with someone. So this might be something you're manifesting for someone to come through with this, like this firm offer of wanting to go out to dinner with you, wanting to see a movie with you, wanting to do something where the two of you can be around each other a little bit more. For some of you, that's the manifestation that's coming through with this offering card. My goodness, there's so many messages with this. This is really, the offering card isn't the energy of, it can even be the energy of a win or like a contest win, winning a sum of money, receiving an inheritance, that type of thing. A lot of you are manifesting money, whether that is through winning something, winning a contest, winning money, or being given a large sum of money. This can also be like through effort or through work that you're putting in to earn this extra money or to earn this additional amount of money, because I feel like for a lot of you this is like the icing on top. Yeah, I'm gonna return to that energy. This might be additional income that you hadn't expected. Yeah, and again, for a lot of you, I'm seeing help of some kind, like you're manifesting some form of support or guidance. Another thing that's coming through is that some of you are manifesting an offer from, well, it can go either way. It's like some of you are manifesting an offer for something that you want to sell. I'm seeing house and car, so I feel like this is a big ticket item for a lot of you, something you want to sell. And for others of you, it could be that you're making an offer on this house or this car or whatever this is, and you're hoping that this offer is going to be accepted. So this is really good energy around bringing that offer to you or having that offer accepted. And then there's kind of this bigger picture idea that's coming through for a lot of you, and this is probably the collective energy, and that's really centering around your offering. So it's what you are giving to the world. For many of you, this has to do with your work, or this has to do with the work that you would like to be doing. So to me, this is coming across as manifesting the information you need, manifesting the tools that you need, around exactly what you are meant to offer to this world. For some of you, that's literally about like packaging up your offering to sell. So maybe you're building a program of some type, and you're kind of manifesting more clarity or new ideas about exactly what to include in this program, or how the information will be best absorbed or utilized. So you're trying to figure out the best way to package up your offering, the best way to present your offering. Some of you are like building a store or a shop of some kind, and you're manifesting a lot of success with that, but you're also manifesting that clarity about exactly what you should be offering. So for some of you, this is like you're asking yourself, what should I be making? What should I sell? Should it be more refined? Maybe you want to focus on like one particular item or one particular part of your business, or your job, because this can be about where your focus is going as well. So maybe there's one thing that you want to focus more on. This is also kind of the energy of manifesting the right clientele. So for some of you, it's about that. It's like finding your clientele for this shop or for this business endeavor, whatever it might be. And I'm even hearing manifesting the best inventory at the best prices. So that's a specific message for some of you, but some of you are looking for like this particular thing that you're going to sell or you're going to offer, or this could even be a tool to make or to help to produce this offering of yours. And it's like you're looking for the best deal on that tool, or you're looking for the best deal on that inventory, so that you can package this up and deliver it to the world, whatever it is. I see some of you sorting through something. So I'm getting this sorting and this sourcing energy. Like sourcing inventory or sourcing information, or maybe sorting through information that you receive directly from source. So this might be about divine inspiration here. And this for a lot of you is potentially tying back to a business pursuit. This doesn't have to be a business, but this is an example of what an offering can be. So just apply that to your situation as it resonates. I do feel like this manifestation, no matter what it is related to your purpose in some way. It's related to how you're offering yourself, what you're offering your energy to, what you're offering your focus to. I get the feeling of like paring down or simplifying in some way. Like maybe you don't do it all, but what you do very well. That's kind of the message for some of you. And so this is like you're manifesting this simplification of something. It might be about closing out certain things, letting go of some things so that you can really put your attention on what you are meant to offer. I feel like we're going to have to come back to that energy too, because I feel like there's more to it. But overall, I would say that you're manifesting more clarity. Something is becoming more simple, more straightforward, more streamlined. So this might be about a process. That might be what I was looking for there. Something's becoming a lot more streamlined for you. We're going to grab some messages from this Animal Spirit Oracle and open up this energy of the offering a little bit more. See if I can get a little more clarity about what was going on there. Let's see. Number 4. Ooh. So we have this Seahorse Spirit. This card says, watch and wait. See if we can get another message for you. Oh, wow. We have Porcupine Spirit. Time for a beginner mind. Seahorse, the seahorse spirit, first of all, is giving me the feeling of imminent manifestation. So for some of you, your manifestation is coming in really quickly, or this is a message from your guides that there is nothing else that you need to do to bring this manifestation in. So if that makes sense for you, that makes sense. It's like you might have already laid the groundwork here. The foundation is in place. It might be just a matter of time. That's what this watch and wait energy is saying to me. It's like almost this feeling of you can sit back and wait now. Like just watch and see how this is going to unfold. The Seahorse Spirit card holds a really important message though, and for a lot of you, I think this does pertain to the idea of simplifying things, of paring it down, of being very selective. And I feel like this is an energy that you're manifesting, like quality over quantity in a way, being really selective about your time, your surroundings, whatever it might be. So one thing that's really coming to mind with this Seahorse Spirit card is that this is all about the seahorse. The seahorse kind of takes the attitude of staying out of drama. So the seahorse stays away from those big ocean waves and just kind of plays the role of observer. So you might be manifesting more peace, more tranquility in your life. I feel like you're moving away from some kind of drama. For some of you, you might be moving away from dramatic people or events that take you out of your character. Kind of noticing that some people or some situations, what they have to offer is not for you. And it's like this feeling of distancing yourself from that and just manifesting more peace in general. There were so many little ties there and tangents I wanted to go on in the process of trying to get that message out. Wow. Okay. So yes, for some of you, this relates directly to people, people who are not supplying the best energy in your life. And it's like you're just manifesting a nice, easy way for you to transition out of that energy and to transition into more of the energy that you want to be in. This idea of being the observer too, I feel like this is really important as we grow and evolve, because when we get more used to being the observer of our own feelings, our own emotions, kind of realizing that we aren't those feelings and emotions, but we can observe them and we can see what they are there to teach us, what lessons they hold. That's a very powerful and very mature place to be. And that's showing that you're manifesting that type of maturity. You're able to see things, you're able to tap into things as the observer, even about what's going on in yourself, but you're able to observe what's going on in other situations as well and see very clearly what's going on. Now, when I did say before that you're moving away from people and situations that take you out of your character, this can be very literal for some of you. And for others, this is about that energy of paring down. So let's go back to that business example. Although it won't resonate for all of you, hopefully you can receive the message and apply it to whatever area this might be relevant to in your life. But this is like, let's say you do have a store where you offer a variety of things, and maybe you make these items, but you're finding that you don't have a lot of time to make these things. You don't find a lot of joy in making these things, but there's something else that you would like to make or create that would bring you more joy, that would feel more authentic to you. This feeling of stepping away from things that take you out of your character is kind of bringing me back to that idea of what is your offering, because you might feel like some of the things that you're doing or some of the ways that you're spending your time is not in your character. It's not who you want to be at this current moment in time. That could be the case for some of you. So you're kind of realizing every time I turn my attention to this thing, or every time I put my focus here, every time I put my time and energy here, I'm not really the happiest with that outcome. I really would rather devote my time and energy to something else. I would rather refine my offering here and be more targeted, more laser focused with that. So A lot of messages with that seahorse, and I'm hoping I at least touched upon a lot of what was coming through for me, because sometimes it comes through all at once and it's really hard to decipher. But hopefully we got that out, and if not, I hope it like circles back and is kind of highlighted to me again, so that I can give you that message. Let's see. Yeah, I'm back on the seahorse again. Really quick, the seahorse energy, it always makes me think of something that's unconventional or unexpected, because that's really the vibe of the seahorse for me. So this might be about you manifesting something really new and exciting, a relationship that's untraditional in some way, or where there might be differences in this relationship, cultural differences. This can be a job or a business that's different in some way. It's not typical. It might not be typical in general, but it could also be something that's not typical for you. So this might be you taking a complete turn and doing something that is not conventional or typical for you at all. Maybe you've been working in a particular field for a number of years, and now you're like feeling this shift to do something else, to offer your energy to a different thing. And it's like, this is what you're manifesting, or this is the manifestation you're working on. I just saw that some of you have already made that shift. That's why I'm saying that. Some of you have already made that shift, and you've already like entered into this new business or this new career path or this new relationship, whatever this new direction is. And now you're kind of like, you're nurturing this manifestation, or you're trying to manifest within it. You might be now manifesting more success in this change of direction for yourself. So yeah. Yes. It's like, I feel that there's a completely new path for some of you. There's a divergence from what you've been used to. And you see how the seahorse and the porcupine are looking in completely different directions. And right in the middle is your offering. And to me, this offering, again, it's really just representing how you are spending your time, your energy, what you're offering yourself to. What are you devoting yourself to? So in the middle is what your devotion is about, where your focus and your energy is. And here we have two divergent paths. So there really might be a shift for a lot of you. Or the idea or the inspiration to shift. It's almost like there's a fork in the road for some of you, and you're manifesting this change. And I feel like for a lot of you, it's a total 180 in your energy and in your surroundings. When you decide to manifest this shift, a lot of stuff changes for you. Yeah, so we were talking about simplifying the energy, and in order to simplify, we have to refine, we have to decide where we're going to put our focus. So I feel like you're manifesting right now the focus on exactly what you want in your life. Your work, your partnerships, exactly what you want in your friendships, especially if there's drama. I feel like that came through for a reason. And if this is drama in relationships or in friendships, it's like you're starting to wonder if you want to devote your energy to that kind of dramatic stuff, or do you want to devote your energy to something new and something that's more inspiring to you. I feel like the porcupine also has sort of this this energy of protection. So there might be something where you even feel like you have a guard up in a relationship, or maybe it's a guard to like this drama or this energy that you don't really want in your life anymore. Definite opportunity for a fresh start. Definite. No, are you kidding me? You guys. Sometimes I feel like I had a lot of plans for this reading, and I'm not sure I really need to go on, because now you've gotten the focus card, and that's what we were talking about. So this is very, very clear focus, total confirmation of that. It's like, what are you putting your attention on? Where are your eyes? What do you have your sights set on? Because you guys are manifesting a lot of focus, and I feel like in doing that, some stuff's gonna fall away. And this is what it's like, this is what you've been wanting. You have truth. Whenever we focus on one thing, we take our focus off of something else. And for a lot of you, what you want to remove your focus from is stuff you didn't want it in your life. It was unnecessary drama. It was things that didn't bring you a lot of joy. It was things that felt like they were sucking your energy dry instead of replenishing you. So it's like you're really manifesting this reality where you can put your focus on what feels true to you, what feels authentic to you, what feels like it inspires you. Also, what allows you to let your guard down for some of you. Yeah. This is crystal clarity on exactly what you want to focus on right now. And it's like, if you felt like your attention has been split between too many different things or too many different people, or maybe it's split between a lot of different responsibilities that you have, this is showing me that you're manifesting laser focus. And new desires are being revealed to you as you're focusing on this. So like you're becoming clear on what you want to offer and what you want to offer your energy to. And I feel like it's almost like a chain reaction. So this could have been a decision you made in one area of your life, and then you started to see it in other areas. You might have like decided you wanted to switch up your job. And after you are doing that, or you're in that energy more, you start looking at your relationships like, is this working for me? Is this drama working anymore? I'm not really sure. Like for some of you, it really is that. Yeah, definite new path here. New path. It feels true. You're manifesting the truth, which sometimes that means information. If this is a new endeavor where you kind of feel like you're starting brand new on it, you don't have a lot of knowledge, you don't have a lot of background in this area, it's like you might be manifesting information, courses, books, just anything that helps you to kind of build your knowledge base on this. And that's, again, where that focus is coming from, because this could be a time of research for you. This could be a time of really getting familiar with something that's brand new, looking into things, watching videos, seeing how other people are successful in this area. That could be important. Kind of researching what has been successful for other people, what works for them. Maybe you're listening to interviews about this kind of stuff. I feel like that truth can be information. For some of you, you're manifesting the truth about someone. And this can be multiple people. This can also be something in your life. And this can be what spurs the change of direction for a lot of you, or what did spur it, because it could be that you've been involved in a situation where you didn't understand what was going on. The example that's coming to mind is really weird, but it's like if you were involved in like a group or a business opportunity and you thought it was one thing, and now you're starting to kind of see the truth, like this isn't actually for me, or this isn't what I thought it was. I feel like for some of you, that's what really changed your mind, and why you've gotten more focused on what you actually want in your life, because it could even be a person in your life. The truth has been revealed about this person or about this relationship, and you're seeing things differently, and it spurred you to move in a different direction. Now, when I say that, that doesn't even mean that it's negative, because this might not be. We can decide. It's interesting that I said decide. Because I was going to say decide to see the truth, and I don't know why that was even coming out of my mouth. So for some of you, that might be a message for you. You might have decided to see the truth about a situation, but the truth does not have to be negative. The truth could be that you're starting to see that this is something you really want, that this is something you want to put more of your focus and more of your attention on. It could be something you kind of placed on the back burner, and then now you're seeing like, no, the truth of this is I really want to pursue this thing. I really want to put my focus here. I want it to be a situation where I can put more of my focus here. So I feel like you're manifesting answers, and you're living more of your truth. And you'll know, like your guides are saying you'll know, because like you're going to resonate with the truth of that situation in a way that's relevant for you. You're going to be able to feel that it's true. You have the Four of Cups in reverse. That is definitely interesting. Let's get you another card. What is number 4 manifesting, please? What is number 4 manifesting? Oh, wow. The Knight of Cups. This isn't... The Knight of Cups is about an offer again. So we're talking about the offer over and over and over again in this reading. I feel like a lot of you are manifesting a romantic offer. But again, this can be, like we were talking about, this is a business offer. This is an opportunity, an invitation, something like that. Especially if this has to do with a creative pursuit. So this could be you're being offered this opportunity to display your work, being offered a sponsorship opportunity or something like that. And the Knight of Cups also shows somebody taking action on something that they feel passionate about. I feel like it's really important to say inside this cup that the Knight is holding is something that has only existed in the Knight's imagination. It's only existed inside of him so far. And now he's like starting to take these steps toward making it a reality, kind of bringing this cup with this idea, with this passion, with this emotion, and seeing what will happen if action is taken. So you're manifesting you're manifesting some moves here that's going to really put you in touch with the truth and what you want to put out into the world. And there's forward momentum here. There's like really the energy of forward momentum. Let's see it through. Let's see what will happen. Taking action to bring that imagination, that imaginative idea into solid form. The Four of Cups. I feel like this is another representation of focus, and it came out right over the focus card. So with the Four of Cups in its upright position, this is about an offer that maybe we don't want. And this could even talk about our offering that maybe we don't want. And a lot of times the Four of Cups is like, no, we're not interested in that. But sometimes the Four of Cups is, I'm not sure if I'm interested in that. So it doesn't have to be that like a very firm no, but it's like, I'm not sure, it doesn't feel right. We're in the reversed energy here. So I'm reading this as something that does feel right. This is an offer that you want to take. Whereas in its upright, it's like, I don't think I want to take that offer. That doesn't feel right to me. Or that's not my offering. That's not what I want to offer my energy to. I don't want to entertain that cup right there. Interesting. You got two cups cards here. So this is, a lot of you, it's about romance. A lot of you, it's about, this creative idea that you have. But this is really showing me interest. Whereas in its upright, it's like it's disinterested energy. This is interested energy. This is something that you are interested in. This is an offer that you want to take. This is an opportunity you want to pursue. This is something that feels it feels good, and it feels like it nurtures some form of creativity for you. So I feel like this is a lot of clarity. The Four of Cups can give me a little bit of like clouded, like I'm unsure. I don't know if I want to do this or not. And here we're looking at more clarity about, I'm pretty sure I don't want to do this and I do want to do that. Because for a lot of you, it's a decision, it's a divergence. It's like we were talking about the seahorse and the porcupine pointing in completely opposite directions. Let's look at the bottom of the deck. Oh, you have the Tower at the bottom of the deck. That's not a bad thing. That is not a bad thing at all, especially with what we've been talking about. You're manifesting taking your focus off of things that just don't work out for you, that just aren't serving you, that just aren't bringing you joy. And you're like really pouring into, and interesting I said that because we have this Cups energy, pouring into where you want that focus to be. So something's falling apart. You see this is Emperor energy. This is you taking charge, moving away from something. You're manifesting a big old change. That's what I will say, a big old change. And it's not bad. It feels more true. You see this down here? This feels beautiful. This is beautiful energy. This is star energy here. And this is the energy of hope. This is the energy of renewal. This is the energy of miracles, like things happening that you just, I feel like you know the power of putting your focus where you want it to be, but it's like you're going to see it in the biggest way. And a lot is going to fall away in the process of you manifesting this, but that's what you want. to be honest with you. That's what you want, because you want this change. You want this shift in your focus. And when you take your focus off of wherever it's been, that will end. And that's okay, because it's time for a beginner's mind. As this card said, it's time for a beginner's mind. So yeah. I'm going to put your Magician card back in the deck here. We're going to pull some angel numbers for you. I am doing this because I like to get the numbers out here for you. For some of you, it is major confirmation. So these can be numbers you've already noticed. They can be numbers you notice in the future. They also might be things that haven't appeared to you yet, but then we're going to look at the message and see kind of what's going on for you. I guess those are your cards. We have 77. I am brave. I love that. I love that energy. And we have 4. I am stable. Whew, you guys. Okay. So this energy of 7. One thing I love about this is 7s are representative of a lucky number to me. So this is showing like a lot of luck and a lot of success in your endeavors, even if this is something you're starting brand new on, because for a lot of you, this is about some sort of new beginning or something that has been a major shift for you. So we're looking at this 77, and this card says, it's time to move on from the old patterns and habits and fears. That's Tower energy. It's time to move on. And you know this. I love this. I love it for you guys. Now is the time to walk in the direction of your biggest desires and ambitions. Now is the time to be bold and brave. Oh, I got chills. I got chills. You guys are manifesting so much change, and it's like you're manifesting oh my gosh, I feel like this is going to be life-changing, because I just feel like you're putting your focus and your attention on exactly where you want it to be, on exactly what you're offering and what you're willing to be offered. And it's like some opportunity is coming your way and it feels so new. So then we have this energy of 4. I am stable, and I love that, because this is like you're going through changes, but your guides are reminding you, you've got this. You are stable. It might feel like there's a transition here as you're manifesting all this change, but you've totally got this. So this card says you bring stability and rationality to any situation. You are the rock, and your hard work and perseverance make you a dependable friend, partner, and colleague. I love this, because this is reminding you of your ability to be rational. So even if you have those moments of self-doubt, like should I be doing this? Should I be making this change? Should I switch this up? Should I move away from this energy and toward that? It's like, just remember, you're making beautiful, rational choices. You know what you're doing. You know what you're doing. Let's get into some tarot. Let's see, what messages do you have for number 4? What is number 4 manifesting? Knight of Swords. Gosh, I feel like that card has showed up so much. This is another action-oriented card. So this is the second Knight that came out for you. Ooh, the High Priestess. You guys, you're giving me all sorts of chills. Knight of Swords, very direct, very hungry for information. So I feel like we were talking about with the Truth card, potentially representing information in you, like finding the answers, doing a little bit of research or something like that. I feel like that's referencing that energy there. 9 of Wands. I feel like I've seen this energy in some of the other groups. You're taking so much action, and it's like there's clarity to this action, there's swiftness to this action. That Tower energy was another indication of swiftness. It's like when you start making these changes, 8 of Pentacles, this is for a lot of you about your work. Oh, I'm so distracted. I can't believe we got the 6 of Pentacles. Let me put that off to the side for a second. When you start making these changes, when you shift your focus and your attention, a lot starts to happen. So this is about that movement and like these things changing so fast. And this can also talk about a lifestyle change. The High Priestess is really this energy of showing us, yeah, it's that information again, the truth, showing us the truth, showing us what's behind that veil, showing us some of our fears and where we've been stuck. And once you're seeing all of this, also showing us where we want to put our attention, like with this Four of Cups. Once you're seeing all of this, it's like you're manifesting this so effortlessly. It's Nine of Wands, boundaries. That's the word that comes to mind with the Nine of Wands. And I was talking about that with that porcupine energy, like areas where you might have put boundaries up. Now, Nine of Wands is also about being done with a cycle, being nearly done, being right at that finish line, and starting to see that those boundaries don't exist for you. So this could even be like boundaries and restrictions that have been put on you by someone else, which I feel like we talked about in reading 3. This is like you moving past all of that. And you see this work, this is doing the hard work. For some of you, this is directly related to your work with the Eight of Pentacles, but for some of you, this is about doing the hard work. And then we have this Six of Pentacles, and this is the energy of the offering again. This is an energy of generosity. This is an energy of help. This can be you receiving help or you giving help, but it's showing me that same energy about us focusing on what we are offering and what's being offered to us. So this could be a reevaluation of relationships in your life, but this is like, where do you want to put your attention? What are you offering? I love this. I also see a lot of abundance pouring in for you guys with this Eight of Pentacles, the Six of Pentacles. I see that you're at this stage where a lot of you are at a stage in your profession or in your business when it just feels like, it just feels like if you just put your hand out, that money and that success is coming. It's that seahorse spirit energy. Watch and wait. It was that energy in the beginning of the reading where it felt like your guides were saying, you've done what you need to do. You've done the work. For some of you, this is saying you're on the right track with this work that you're doing. Just keep going and wait and see what happens. Wait and see how this unfolds. Bottom of the deck, Two of Pentacles energy, another energy that's been showing up heavily through these readings. Balancing out your time, balancing out your energy, your efforts. To me, in the context of what we've had going on here, and we're talking about where your focus is going to be, the Two of Pentacles talks about our focus. Trying to weigh out our priorities. What's important? Where are we going to put our focus? What are we going to look at? What's going to get our attention? What's getting our time? What are we offering our energy to? Yeah. What are we offering our energy to? What are we walking away from? Eight of Cups. Queen of Pentacles. What are we holding on to? What's abundant? What's fruitful for us? Yeah. There's just, I feel like you guys, like you're getting so many answers, or like you've already gotten so many answers, and now it's about putting that into action, taking those steps. So I want to end your reading with any kind of messages or advice you can get. So we're going to start with this Oracle of the Fairies deck. And let's see, what messages do you have for number 4? We have Solitude. Wow. I'm going to read what's on this card, but immediately I thought about that singular thing, or that idea of simplifying. So solitude is like, you know, going from being in a very busy, a very crowded environment to being in a very still environment. So this can, of course, be talking about you spending time alone. But for some of you, this is that idea of simplification again, putting your focus on a single idea and seeing it all the way through. So that might be your advice about how to bring this manifestation in. Did I let you know that that's what we were asking? We're asking for messages and advice, but I'm specifically asking in this portion of the reading, what's going to help to bring your manifestation in? So let's read this card. This card says, think of being alone as meaning you are all one and in total harmony with everything. The greatest treasures are those that wait silently during your quiet times. So this is about you pulling in, finding what's true for you, finding that inner guidance. but this is also simplifying. And I think for a lot of you, as you pull in and find what you really truly want, that idea of simplification, that idea of paring down, that idea of figuring out exactly where your focus should be is going to come to you in those quiet moments. We have shine from within. I love this. I love this. This card says, looks are only skin deep. True beauty shines from within, and it's time for you to shine. This is a time for self-acceptance and for revealing your true beauty. This card is really talking about what you're offering to the world. So that's a little bit crazy. What you're going to put out there, what you're going to let shine from within. And I feel like this is really some advice that the world really actually and truly needs, that special thing, that gift that only you can offer. So what's inside you is unique. And keeping that in mind will help you to manifest even faster, because you can keep reminding yourself that what you have to offer is worth it. It's good enough. It's exceptional. It's one of a kind. And it deserves your attention. It deserves your focus. So let's see if there are any messages or advice from my little homemade deck. Okay. We have sparks fly. Which is really interesting. That could be referencing a romantic connection. That can also be referencing this passionate spark, or you knowing that you have come in contact with this thing that you really want to offer, you having this great idea, you making that connection. This could even be about a business connection that really sends things forward. It's like that feeling of chemistry, but it can be about you and this thing that you want to do. It can be about you and business partners. Wow, you guys have just start and what if. So this is really encouragement for you to keep going. Your failures don't define you. Especially if you've tried something before and it didn't really work out, you might be tempted to kind of return to that energy. This is saying that like you're vibing with this thing. When you figure out what you want to put your focus on, you're really vibing with it on such a level that sparks are flying. It's almost this feeling of like you can't fail at this because you are so good at this. It's so in line. And just starting this, just asking yourself, what if? What if this worked? What if this was it? What if this is exactly where my focus is supposed to be? That's going to propel you forward. And anything that hasn't worked out in the past, that's in the past. It doesn't have anything to do with these new manifestations that you're working on. You have every ability and really all the energy that I just looked at. It's all this energy in the direction of this working for you, you manifesting this and making these big changes. So I think I'm going to leave it there, number 4. Thank you so much for hanging out with me and letting me read your cards. If you enjoyed this reading, if you resonated with any of these messages, don't forget to like the video, leave me a comment down below, and hit subscribe if you feel like it. And hopefully I will see you again in another reading really soon. Bye.